Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. How are we all today? I hope you're all very, very well. The Froggy, hello. Geshgav, hello. He said he was live 5 minutes ago. I know I did, and I was technically live. I was broadcasting on the internet. So you can take that attitude, and you can kiss me on the bum, please, Gav. Why lie? Why lie? I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I don't lie. No lying in this stream. I hope you're very well, Gav. Always nice seeing you. What's happening, bud? I'm very, very well. Aye, I'm good. Had a nice wee sleep in today, which is pretty much every day, but I felt like I was even more of a sleep in today. And aye. I just had lunch. I had a shin cup. Yes. Gotta love that shin cup. Had those shin cups there. Look at that. Gav, we're looking forward to seeing some point and click gaming. Oh, Glitchcraft. Hello. How's it going? Thank you very much for coming by. Glitchcraft was the lovely lady that we raided the other day, who was playing Monkey Island. Who was very, very nicely raising money for Black Lives Matters. Come along. Very nice to see you. I seen that you're playing whatchamacallit, you were playing Limbo the other day as well. I love Limbo so much. It's such a good game. Big Froggy, you got a meeting at about 2:30, but I'll keep you in the background. Thank you very much. Last time that we played Technobabylon was yesterday. Where we are is we've went to the meeting place as Dr. Regis, who I thought we were going to meet up with Jensel, the hacker. But turns out we're actually meeting up with an old work colleague of his, Nina, who is basically put together a group of several individuals who have a collective hatred for Central, which is the omnipresent AI within the world, within the city, should I say. And they all want to take it down, so they've got in contact with us, because we were one of the scientists that helped make Central. And and Dr. Regis is not a fan of Central either, so he's more inclined to kind of take it down. However, when we were there at that meeting, we spotted the murderer. We spotted the murderer who's been going around brainjacking people. And he just basically turned around to us and he blew up. He is. So it seems like he's one of the few people who have been genetically engineered to be essentially a walking time bomb, and he blew up the building. However, Dr. Regis has survived. There was only 2 casualties, and now we're basically putting together evidence to try and figure out who it was who is actually working with the bomber, the brainjacker, because he needed help to get into where he was. So it's one of the people that's in the room with us.
But the cream rise to the top, oh yeah.
Robert Scott has followed. Thank you very much for the follow, Rab. Hope you're very well, man. You finished Limbo yesterday and started Bastion, Glitchcraft. Such good games. I've never played Bastion. It's a game that's been on my radar for years and years and years, and I've just never ever got around to playing. Limbo, I've completed Limbo probably about 5 or 6 times. It's phenomenal. And I've only completed Inside once, but I did it in a one-sitter because it was such a good game. So you go and finish Bastion now. Nice one. You need to do Inside 2 as well. Yeah, I think you were saying that you've seen some of your friends streaming it, Glitch, and you've seen the ending, which is a shame because the ending is such a... I mean, obviously endings for most games are a big reveal and stuff, but like the ending to Inside is just fucking is great. It's so good. Aye. So, what has everyone had for their lunch? This is a lunchtime stream. We always like to know what you've all had for your lunch. I have only just had the one shin cup, and I'm enjoying a little coffee now. And the shin cup is the only thing I've had to eat today because I got out of bed fairly late. And aye, that was that. Your good lady burnt a pie from the inside. What? How do you even burn a pie from the inside? Surely it's the outside that burns first. And if anything, the inside shouldn't get burnt. Was there like a little pocket? Was there like a pocket of air or something inside the pie? The only thing I can think of. Glitchcraft, you had a croquette sandwich. Croquette sandwich. Croquette, yeah. So like a little kind of potato thing. The crunchy outside, yeah, croquette, yeah. We call them croquettes over here. It was perfect outside, and you cut into it, it's just black. That's fucking wild. What kind of pie was it? Hermite Gaming, what's up? Hey man, how's it going? Thank you very much for popping by. Hope you're very well, man. Yeah, I'm intrigued on what this pie is that you've managed, that your, well not you, that your good lady managed to burn it from the inside. It's just steak and ale. Steak looked a bit like charcoal. Fucking, that's wild. I still can't get my head round burning a pie from the inside out. Although that's a good song title though. Burning the pie from the inside out. It's how I feel every time I see your face. Afternoon, Scientologist. How's it going, pal? Thank you very much for popping by. What did you have for your lunch, Scientologist? It must have been burnt before it's put in the pie. Did he? Right, I'm going to struggle to pronounce your name, pal. Taikiru. I want to say that's how it's pronounced. Taikiru. Thank you very much for coming by, man. Taikiru was the gentleman that we raided yesterday who was playing Cathy Rain. How was the rest of Cathy Rain? Was it pretty good? For what I've seen of you playing it, it looked pretty damn good. You said it right. That's good to know. Scientologist actually had a real lunch today, with just a ham sandwich, crisps, and a banana. Here, every lunch is a real lunch in this world. If you've just had a shin cup, you've just had a banana, you've had nothing, that's what you had for lunch. That's what matters. Right. I think we've got a good squad of folk in here. Taikiru. Yeah, it's very good. Thinking close to its end though. It's always sad when things end, but you just need to go into something better. Something bigger and better. But yeah, I reckon I'll stream Cathy Rain at some point. It looked pretty good. Just I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to stream next. Whether I'm going to do another point and click game, or I'm going to do a wee indie title, kind of puzzle platformer. I think I'm gravitating towards the puzzle platformer game. How's Technobabylon? Technobabylon is very, very good. Virtual Verse as well. Yeah, I need to play that. There's just so many good games to play. Did you manage to get a code? I haven't actually got in contact with the developers yet, but it's something I need to do. See if I can get a wee code off them. That'd be nice. But yeah, Technobabylon's great. Really, really good game. I was saying to people, I said that I thought it came out in about 2010, 2011. It didn't. It came out in 2015. So 5 years old. But yeah, it's great. We're getting progress. We're coming up near the end. I looked at a walkthrough, not to see what I had to do next. I looked at a walkthrough to see where I was in the game, how much I've got left to do. And I've got like 2 chapters left, which might be about 2 streams. We'll see how we go. I'm generally quite slow at playing games because I talk a lot, as you can all see. I've been live for 15 minutes now. and I'm still talking. Let's play. Let's play. Right. Excuse me. But yeah, Glitchcraft. I need to get in touch with the devs for Virtualverse and see if I can get a wee code off them. You're really slow as well. See, the thing is, like, from what I've seen of your stream and stuff, you're very, very much like me. You like to talk to everyone, make everyone feel safe, cozy, comfy and stuff, which is what I like to see. So we're all good. It's according to how many grot shop stories are told. That is also true. That is also true. Glitchcraft you won't know, but for my channel points, if you redeem 3,000 of them, you get a story from my old days of when I used to work and manage a sex shop. Obviously that comes with questions, comes with stories, so people seem to enjoy them. So right, yeah, so this is us here. So this is where the bombing took place. I'll just go and show you it all around a little bit. Yeah, so this is also where the bombing took place, as there's 2 dead people. We've got a very, very dead Imogen here, and we've got the dead body of a bodyguard here. So basically one of these individuals here is basically responsible for the bombing. We need to figure out who it is. So one of these 4 suspects, and then we can get evidence based on, we can build up evidence, then point us in the direction of one of these people. That's basically what we need to do. What we did yesterday is that we went into, right towards the end of the stream, we went in here, we opened up this cabinet, we got ourselves some toilet cleaner, and we also got ourselves some tissue paper. And I have not. I just had my wife shout up the stairs saying, "You haven't changed your screen." And also there you go. There is Sitting just saying, "This description is good enough, and we don't need to see the game." Thank you very much. It's good to know that my descriptions are very good. This is a very professional stream that happens here. So yeah, this is Technobabylon, not my face looking at me play a game. I've been doing that quite badly recently. I've not been paying attention to the screen up there. But yeah, I'll show you the dead bodies. Come with me if you want to see some dead bodies. So yeah, this is where we left off, and this is where the bombing happened. So yes, dead people. The main thing I remember from the end of the stream is knowing you can essentially print flesh. Really? I can't remember that. Can we print flesh? That's news to me. I must have been completely ignoring stuff. So she's dead. He's dead as well. But it's one of these people, one of these 4 people here who have basically conspired for this bombing. And we have this here, which is there's 4 suspects, and we have evidence that we haven't got any evidence yet, but we can get evidence together which will point us in the direction of one of these murderers. Well, they're not the murderer, but they're the person that helped the bomber get in here. Yeah, the kitchen, he serves human. Does he? Fucking hell, I must have completely missed that. There is bits bits I miss. That's good to know. I need to remember that. Why are you discounting the butler and security guard who checked their ID? So it's not any of them. So with these are the 4 suspects that you get given. So the bomber was basically let in by one of these 4 folk. Yeah, there's only the bomber would only know of this place because of these people here. These are the only people that knew about this place and this meeting, and also to have the to be able to slip through as well. Oh, right, okay, right, yes, Scientologists. I remember now saying about the cloning, yeah. They were saying it's the last taboo, but it's fine because of the clone parts they sell. There you go. There you go. They're cloning humans and eating them. Pretty cool. So yeah, we came in here, we went to this cabinet here, and we got ourselves some toilet cleaner, and we also got ourselves some tissue paper. We could then also go into this vent here. We opened this up. But we cannot escape. Because when he goes to escape, it says you briefly contemplate making an escape through the roof access. But you lose your best lead. And then got a vent cover here.
Ow! Whatever it is, it's got sharp edges.
Ah, okay. I never actually interacted with the vent cover last time, so that's something new. Can't escape. Yeah, you cannot escape.
It feels like the cover to the outside vent, but I can't see a thing.
So maybe I need like a light or something. Anyway. I can't see that. It is sharp. A lot of darkness. We'll have a little look around. But yeah, I mean, that's where we're at. That's where we were. That's where we left it yesterday. With the fish, we actually got bitten by the fish.
Ow! Hey!
So you attempt to grab one of the fish with your bare hands. It was unsuccessful. Apparently the creatures have a taste for your flesh and have left tooth marks. To prove it. So I'm thinking we might need, I don't know what we'll need tooth marks for, but I'm thinking if we put something in the fish tank, they bite onto it, and then we'll have marks on whatever they've bitten. The only thing is kind of going through my head anyway. I did jokingly say about putting bleach into the fish tank to kill them all, but I didn't do anything. Let's have a little look in the kitchen, see about these bodies. Well, that certainly confirms about eating humans. Without a doubt. So it's a deactivated guard.
Hello? Huh. It's like someone just hit his off switch.
The guards you've seen so far appeared menacing and alert. This one slumped over forwards. Let's have a little word with the chef.
Excuse me.
Yes?
I'm Dr. Regis. Nina's asked me to investigate the explosion.
A cell agent? Well, all right. Just be careful what you touch. This place is half kitchen, half lab.
Kurochi, thank you very much for popping by. Hope you're very well. I guess I haven't seen this one before then. That's unique. Yeah. I mean, kind of growing clones to then harvest them for your restaurant is a bit unique, isn't it? You're in lurk mode while you try and finish your work. Enjoy your lurk. Try and enjoy your work as well. Oh, I'm pretty sure you'll fire through it in no time. But thank you very much for lurking. Thank you very much for popping by, Glitch.
There are human bodies in your kitchen.
Yes, there are. It's a freezer. What are you, the food inspector?
Give me a good reason I shouldn't haul your ass down to cell.
It's all legal, I guarantee. They're annual clones, grown without brain tissue.
I know what it means. I guess the presentation was a shock. Why is this restaurant serving cloned human tissue?
I trained in engineering at Darwin. We'd flash grow human bodies to test DNA alterations. So I guess human tissue is what I'm most familiar with.
You're a engineer.
Well, I dropped out before my PhD. I learned enough to sample DNA and use it to grow flash clones.
No kidding. My background's in engineering as well. You altered these bodies?
None of these. They're all template. Caucasian, male, 20s, brown hair.
This is quite the setup you've got. Combined sampler growth chamber?
That's right. We usually use the template. Sometimes get specialist orders, though.
Like if someone wants to eat themselves?
Sometimes. We can ready up a new cadaver in about a week with it.
I can't access cell at the moment. I might need to use your equipment.
Do you have to? You know you'd have to flush the current growth.
Sorry about that. Tell you what, Nina will reimburse you.
Well, okay.
Imagine rocking up to a restaurant and being like, "No, what I want to eat? I want to eat myself. Here's some DNA. Go and grow me, and get me fired into that microwave."
Going from engineering to
Wild.
catering, that's quite a switch.
Most of my family are cooks. They run a restaurant in Vietnam. When I was at med school, someone found out about my family, dared me to make something out of human muscle tissue.
And?
And it turned out my human bolognese was really, really good. Not just being immodest or anything.
You said you dropped out. Is that why?
Yeah, turns out the academy had regulations about improper disposal of remains. But now I had an idea, and I knew there'd be a market for it somewhere. My family are great chefs, and I can make human bodies. Bingo.
It's fucking wild. The human bolognese. Why would you make meat clones with hair at all? Yeah, that is a weird one. Unless, like, they do with, like, the actual, like, kind of, like a byproduct sort of thing. So, like, with horses and stuff, like, you make, like, brushes and stuff. Maybe they make, like, human hair brushes. Like, they're like, alright, cool, like, cook that body, there's, like, guy's brown hair, you can make a good fucking... Maybe they make wigs. Maybe they just go, there you go, there's a wig. I don't know. A wee brush. A wee brush for shining up your Doc Martens and that.
A suicide bomber attacked the gathering upstairs. He was disguised as one of your waiters.
Whoa. I wondered what that was. What did he look like?
Blonde, about 1.65 meters, might have looked uncomfortable, or limping.
Huh. Biobomber?
That's right. How did you guess?
You mentioned the limp. They've got pretty serious health problems, don't they?
Yeah, he might have replaced one of your staff.
Huh. They all checked in.
If he incapacitated one of your staff, can you think of where they'd do that?
It'd have to be somewhere you could hide a body, I guess.
Maybe, like, this kitchen. Hence, it's, like, filled with bodies. That's a great emote. That's a big shredder. Your side project selling hair for wigs? Yeah, totally, man. People need wigs. People don't need wigs, but, you know, they might want wigs. And there you go. Like I say, there's like a wee brush. Wee brush. Very, very nice. Aye.
A suicide bomber attacked the gathering upstairs. He was disguised as...
Whoa, what did he look...
Blonde.
Huh.
That's...
You mentioned...
Yeah.
Huh.
If he...
I love how he's like, oh, so that's what that was. Printing bolognese. Oh man, that'd be amazing. A big printer just prints bolognese. Like spaghetti bolognese. But yeah, like you've said to him, like, oh yeah, there's a bombing upstairs, and he's like, oh, is that what that was? It's like, right. To me, it looked like it was a really, really big explosion. You would be like, oh yeah, fuck, people. They'd be like, people running about the place going nuts, and he's just like, oh, that what that was? Just thought someone fell out of a chair.
You get a lot of clandestine meetings like this taking place?
You'd be surprised. This place is popular with the wealthy. Haven't had an assassination before, though.
You know what they're discussing up there.
They don't tell me, and I don't ask about anything but their orders. Dr. Zhang pays me enough to know I probably shouldn't.
He's a very busy lad, very distracted. I know, just dedicated to his craft.
What's with the bouncer?
He came with Mr. Stepford's party, along with a few others. I think he was supposed to be guarding the kitchen, but...
What happened?
Well, he wasn't very talkative, but after I started working, he just kind of zoned out. Couldn't get an answer out of him.
I like the glowing fish in the tank you've got.
Thanks. I made those myself. They were my first engineering project.
Luciferin luciferase from fireflies.
Well spotted. I imported the sequence into red snappers and kept them viable. 10 generations now.
A lot of academies use those as a starter project, but that's impressive.
We keep them as a reminder of where we came from. Or in case the power goes out.
Right, okay, they're glowing fish. Okay.
The sequencer's a different model to my usual.
Cell's probably got something more impressive than that thing. You have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from customers.
What's your advice for cooking human meat?
Planning on going into competition with me? Well, you know how they say everything tastes like chicken? It's actually better if you treat human tissue like pork.
Like, pork?
Yeah, sausages, slices, filet. There's a lot you can do with it.
Big human sausage.
It's restaurants like this that make me glad everyone in this city just uses auto meals these days.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. It's not harming anyone after all.
Something about it still doesn't feel right.
You probably don't feel nearly so angry talking to me as those auto mill personalities, right?
You have a point.
Here's a wee question for you: is if this was like a real life situation where there was a restaurant which it clones basically dead human meat, would you eat it? I'd be very tempted. I'd be very, very tempted to give it a go.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
You're not harming anyone. No, no distress. Right, with that one there, straight.
Hey, stop the carousel.
He
what's
doesn't
wrong?
have brown hair.
These bodies are supposed to be clones, right? So why is this one blonde?
Oh, God. Henry.
Not Henry.
What happened to him?
He's taken a nasty blow to the
Not
head. Looks like it's the
Henry.
hypothermia that's finished him, though.
Oh, Nuke. Why'd they leave him in the freezer?
Best place to hide a tree is a forest. Best place to hide a body is with a whole lot of other bodies.
Why Henry? He was such a nice boy.
Such a nice
Same
boy.
hair color as the bomber. Whoever's behind this took his uniform for the bomber's disguise.
Somebody would have seen him being dragged across the restaurant.
He must have been killed in here. I'll find who's behind this.
Cool, there you go. Karochi, you feel like you had to read the cloning paper before you sign up? Oh yeah, definitely like do some research into it. Scientologist, you definitely would want to try it, but not sure if it's right. It's like nice as in kinda nice, or as nice tasted good. He's a nice boy. Tasted lovely. Good wee sausage of that lad. Yeah, like obviously, yeah, doing some research into it and seeing like how it's actually done and stuff. I'm assuming they're dead. They're not alive when they're made and stuff. If there's no suffering involved, I'd be proper into it. Give a wee human sausage. Be like, good. Make a wee toad in a hole out of some lad. Be well good. Toad in the lad in the toad. I feel like any place selling cloned human meat would 100% just be murder victims. I did say he cloned without brains or whatever and such. So yeah, no suffering at all. Fuck it, plate them up. Make a big curry out of them. But then again, the whole like, oh yeah, it's cloned meat and stuff. It's going to be murder victims, isn't it? It's going to be a shady organization, isn't it? They go, well, we can just give these bodies away and you can just kid on their clones and stuff. Although, imagine clone politicians. Yeah, I mean, well, clone Thatcher and you can fucking eat her. That'd be pretty good. A lot of money being made in there. Right. So, right, is there anything else we can do with Henry? The boy's body has been hung from a hook on a carousel. It looks like whoever was responsible had difficulty lifting him, leading to a sloppy result.
It's too big to carry.
It's not too big to carry, it's just an arm.
Nothing on him except his underpants.
Yeah, it's got nothing on him except for his underpants.
The CI mind-splitting program that Liam Stepford cross-loaded to my Traveler. Its job is to break the mind states of CI units down to personality, role, and platform memory units.
So that's the thing that we had early on in the game, where you can jack into androids. Androids? They are the synths. It's into the synths. And then change your programming. So we need to do that at some point. Pigs in blankets, but the sausage is made from David Cameron. Hack into simps. I know, I'm trying hack into synths. But I mean, you can hack into a simp. They might make a simp synth. You can hack into that. Got a bone saw and a glass jar. Fucking hell. Good old bone saw. Bone saw. You dig through the cabinets, but find nothing else relevant to the investigation. Hacking into a simp is easy, surely, as long as you're the one they're simping. Oh, I totally. You have them under your control. Your thrall. You hack them so that they can buy everything off your wish list. Growth chamber. Oh, here we go. Transcription is complete. Differentiation is complete. Captivation is complete. Quickening is underway. The growth stage is nearly done. So we can clear the project and reset. So we'll do that. We'll delete that person. Right, okay, so we also need to try and clone someone. See, I'm just trying to think, what is the kind of the objective here of cloning someone? Because they don't have a brain. It's like straight away I was like, oh well, we'll clone Henry, and it might be this one of these things where like, oh, kept his brain from like the latest DNA, and he's kept some sort of memories and stuff. Which that's obviously that's not how it works, but then they don't have a brain. We're really just wanting a vessel. So I'm really not sure what we're doing there. Is there anything in this jar?
An empty glass jar. According to the label, it used to contain spices.
Spices. I see what they say before we move on.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Karochi. Maybe you need to select the no brain option. So you can make a brain Henry. Maybe, I mean, it might do it. Oh.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to help.
We'll have a wee look around anyway. Can we use the splitter on deactivate guard? Like activate him or something? Okay, so the download has failed. It's probably because he's shut down. Just notice these stairs here. They not lead to anywhere. Okay. Okay, we'll have a little look around. But something to keep in note that we can make a body. And speak to this bodyguard here.
Excuse me.
Yes.
We spoke to him last time.
Are you all right? That was quite a blast.
Systems operating at 97%.
I see. You synthetics give me the creeps, you know that? Huh. Guess you're not easily riled up.
Cons like you make me sick. It's like basically what he just said to his face. Guard in the kitchen.
I found one of your buddies in the kitchen. He doesn't look well.
Please report technical issues to management.
Who's in charge?
Situational command has been assigned to Mr. Liam Stepford.
Huh. Fancy taking orders from a guy like that.
Okay, so we'll speak to
Keep up the good work.
the best guy ever. Oh my, yes. Okay. No, that's click. We'll see if we can get his DNA. Well, not his DNA, but what makes
hey,
him.
Who's that?
Is that literally what he said? Who's that? Right, okay. That's the personality for guard 4. But we also have error 1. Let's all give him an error. Okay, that just shuts him down. I guess that's maybe because that's the data that we maybe got from the one that was shut down. And we maybe be able to reactivate him now that we have...
This synth is corrupted. I can't rebuild its mind.
Okay, not at all. Right. But we shut him down. Which... I can't see why we need him shut down. We'll We'll make him Gucci again. Cowboy Swaggins. Hello, pal. Glad to know that you made it home okay. You can use the corrupted one's memory. So I think that was the corrupted one's memory. So that's why we shut him down. Because he's corrupted. But I don't see there's a reason for shutting him down. We'll go upstairs, we'll speak to Stepford about the
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
the one that's fucked.
Oh my, yes.
Oh my, yes. Broken
I found
guard.
one of your heavies in the kitchen. Looks like something's knocked it out cold.
Oh my, a technical fault, no doubt. May I ask you to show me the defective platform?
Sure, I guess.
Excellent. We can't have our firm slandered by accusations of low-quality units.
Certainly cannot. Well, are you... I was going to say, as you go, follow me. Follow me. There's your man there.
Dr. Regis, Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know what's going on. The cavity magnetron in the growth array. It generates a huge mag flux in here.
It broke them? Is it permanent?
What do I look like, a tech?
Mr. Stepford?
Okay.
Nope, he hasn't got anything I can use. Not unless I want a really lousy suit.
This is fucking cool, man. Leave his suit alone. Can we actually grab his glitter stuff? Ass. So we can actually put his personality into another synth now. We can hack Kenneth Williams now. Yeah, that's it. We've now got Kenneth Williams in our pocket, and we can put him onto other synths. Right, okay. That means we can potentially make him Kenneth Williams.
Hey, who's that?
My word, this is a peculiar experience.
Mr. Stepford?
Oh my, yes. Thank you for your assistance, Dr. Regis.
Do you know
Oh,
what
that's
happened?
fucking great.
The chef mentioned something about mag flux.
Allow me to check the crash log. Yes, it appears that the kitchen was indeed saturated with a high-intensity magnetic field. No doubt from an item of hardware. They often pose a hazard to advanced synthetic platforms.
You're okay, though.
Quite so, thanks to your timely intervention. They really ought to have a warning sign in that kitchen, oh my.
So, synthetics can't operate in there?
Oh my, no. A field of that strength is positively ghastly. Like working in a cloud of chlorine for men such as yourself. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must change into something more comfortable.
We know the waiter was murdered within the kitchen. The mag field would be lethal to any synthetics trying to get in there. That means we can rule out Stepford as a suspect.
What a great game. I know, right? That's some good shit, like, right there. Just... I think what made it even better is, like, the voice actor for that character and stuff is great, and then you also had, like, another voice actor come in to then try and replicate that guy. Great. Love it. Fucking brilliant. What a game. Right. So yeah, we now know it can't be our man Stepford. Oh, but managed to get him back up here?
Mr. Stepford, can I have a moment?
Oh my, yes.
How did they get him back out there?
Feeling better?
Oh my, yes. My most sincere thanks, Dr. Regis. You have no idea how uncomfortable I find the wrong body.
The outfit makes the man.
Very literally in my case. I suppose I shall have to avoid the kitchen. I shall instruct the security platforms to do likewise.
Yeah, sort of like halfway of impression really made it. Yeah, it was great. It was some great voice acting. Tell me, how long is this game? One of the guys yesterday, I think it was Mick. Mick said that it was about 9 hours long, apparently. We've got 2 more chapters left to do, so I reckon there's about... This is like the penultimate stream, I reckon. So that means on Friday we'll be on to something new. Should be anyway. Well, no, I don't know. Don't know. Just need to see what happens. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So you found my embryos.
You're the one who found my embryos?
Oh my, yes.
Where are they?
Dr. Regis, while it pains me to say this, we simply can't tell you. Then we would have no bargaining position.
You lousy piece of...
Please, Dr. Regis, be assured that they are in no danger at this time. Dr. Zhong is the one with whom you must discuss the release of the information. I have been asked not to speak any more of this matter. Oh my, no.
Oh my, no.
I'll get back to you.
Oh my, yes.
Oh, I love that character so much. Andrew Raspiel, hello. Thank you very much for coming by, man. Mr. Stepford better be in both last chapters. I really hope so as well. He's a great character. He's my favourite character in the game so far. Yes, we'll go on to you, pal. See what you're saying.
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
The thing is, he can't lie. He's so on his head there. He's got a governor, which prevents him from lying.
Counselor, were you aware that this restaurant serves human meat?
Indeed. It's quite distasteful, don't you think? Still, I suppose it's a matter of personal taste since nobody's been hurt. We must respect the freedoms allowed by the laws of this city.
You're not having any then?
Oh no, but I shan't judge anyone for it. They're quite whimsical about it in some ways. I heard good things about their Billy con carne.
Fucking Billy con carne. Oh my god, that is a... if anyone wants a really good Twitter name, there you go. Billy con carne. That's fucking great. Billy! The bacon. Big Billy Conley Curry. Oh, no, wait. Billy Conley Carney. Oh, try to say that 3 times really quickly. Oh my god. Really good.
I've begun my investigation into the bombing.
If anyone can resolve this, it's you, Dr. Regis.
Thank you for the vote of confidence, Counselor. I don't know how much closer I am to figuring out who's behind it, though.
Because of the pool of suspects, it might be better to think about exclusion. Perhaps you can find evidence to rule out those not involved.
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
So it's not letting me investigate him. I suppose I don't really have anything to go off on him at the moment. We'll see what this fella's saying.
Mr. Ron.
What you want?
Probably a stupid question, but did you know what they serve here?
Of course, it's people.
The idea of eating human meat appeals to you?
Absolutely. Is why I like to come to Newton. You have some crazy laws, but almost nowhere else will allow things like this.
It's cloned meat, apparently, so technically no harm done. That's the legal foundation.
A shame. Would rather eat real human. Ultimate sign of control of people.
Calm
Eat the
yourself,
poor.
mate.
Exactly. That will teach them.
Fucking, this guy's a scumbag. I hope it's him. I hope he's the baddie. Fucking eat the poor. The rich, mate.
I've started my investigation.
You find who tried to kill me.
Who tried to kill all of us, Mr. Ron?
This city dangerous. Police do lousy job.
Can you recall anything suspicious?
No. Stop asking stupid questions.
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Snuggins with the raid. Hello, pal. How are you? Thank you once again for the raid. You enjoying Final Fantasy IX? And hello to everyone that's come along with Snuggins. Probably a lot of you guys have already seen me because this is a regular occurrence. But if you're new, I am Fizzy Joose from Edinburgh, and I tend to play point-and-click games and indie titles.
Need some tomatoes for soup.
Snuggins has subscribed. Actually, subscribed for 2 months now. Thank you very much, man. Thank you so much. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. So yeah, this is a game called Technobabylon. It's a cyberpunk point-and-click game made by Technocrat Games, published by Wadja Eye Games. So currently, we're playing as this guy here. This is Dr. Regus, and he has been involved in a bombing. This is why there's 2 dead people. Well, this guy's a synthetic. You're running now, but have a good stream. Thank you very much, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. Scientologist, I've checked this on my stream and 2 interesting things. My first playtime is 9 hours. So, how the beat is right. 2, I don't have a completion achievable, so maybe I need to do the final chapter. Ooh, so maybe didn't complete it. But yeah, so there's been a bombing and we're trying to figure out which one of these 4 people it is. We have ruled out it's not this guy here because he is a synthetic. And this restaurant serves human meat. Which is from clones. So that's the legal way that you can serve human meat. But there's a big magnetic resistance within the kitchen, which then shuts down synthetics. And the bomber took the ID of a guy in the kitchen. Found that body. So no synth has went in there, so it can't be him. Andrew Raspio. Can we just blame this bombing on the RIRA and just call it a day? I mean, just get your feet up, eh? Just blame it on someone. Let's see what Nina's saying now.
Charlie, how can I help?
But yeah, this is Technobabylon. Essentially, there's a guy going around who's been jacking into people's brains, stealing the data inside their brain. And when it does that, it kills them, it ruptures their brain. This guy's been going at large. However, he was here at this party and he blew himself up. He's gone.
This plot of yours.
And also Glitchcraft. Thank you very much for the host, by the way. Thank you very much, pal.
Stepford's an unusual.
That's
we've done all this. We've asked all these questions.
Let's change.
We're missing something.
That's all.
Get me.
But he's a synth. Maybe
it's too badly damaged to get anything useful out of it.
Nothing useful out of him. There's a cooler over here. A chair lined with wine bottles stands by the window. It said it was locked or something because they didn't want folk here just grabbing stuff out of it. The bottles in the cooler are no more than a mess of glass shards, spilled liquor. Alright, okay. I think we need to do some more stuff downstairs. Because we still have this fish tank. Which has got these glowing fish. Which, we'll need the glowing fish for the vent because it was too dark to see stuff. There's probably some evidence inside there. Because that's where the bomber has come from. But we need to get the glowing fish. Your achievement for Chapter 9 completion was the 23rd 11th 16. But I have to load my game after stream. I'd be mad to think that you actually haven't completed the game. Maybe we can just put a fish in the jar? You try to scoop at the fish with the jar, but their movement is a great deal more swift and graceful than your own. Right, we might need bait. We have a saw. So we might be able to cut a bit of human meat. So yeah, this is where the humans, they're growing in, they're grown, let's say. They're grown in here, this growth chamber. Yeah, and they're just hung up. Like the abattoir. And this guy here cooks them up, serves them to the lovely people who want to eat human meat. Which then I was asking everyone is if this was a real thing in real life where you could eat a cloned body, would you do it? There's no suffering involved. These people are grown without brains, so there's no nervous system or anything like that. But yeah, I asked some people if they would eat it, and it seems to be a bit of a taboo. I'd eat them. But then we're also talking about if you could just clone a politician and eat them. I was like, yeah, fucking clone Thatcher and eat her. Because we know what, as Snoogans does it. Where's his email? Fuck. I need to resubscribe to him. That's embarrassing. He's got really good no Tories emotes. My sub must have stopped yesterday. Scientologists can't remember the end of the game. Don't know, is the time passing? I just haven't done it. Wartnick, apparently human tastes like spam, confirmed by actual cannibals. Vixen, I wouldn't eat cloned animal meat. Meat is gross to me now. See, I would eat cloned animal meat, I think. As long as it's all very fucking, you know, above board sort of thing, you know. Nothing dodgy is happening, but it's a whole thing. It comes up as like, well, how do you know it actually is cloned meat and it's not just fucking, there's a bit of horse that you've just eaten. We're the closest to pork humans call long pig back in the day. Yep, big old long pig. Let's get a bit of meat, shall we?
Oh, here goes.
Spam. I don't like spam. Maybe I wouldn't like human. You carve a slice from the cadaver. The nausea swelling up reminds you why you went to genetic medicine rather than the macro scale. Right. I think. Oh, you cunt! It's a slice of ham. You bastard! You stuff a slice of meat into the open bottle. There you go. So you just chug ham. Chugging ham for days. Whoa! Right, let's get ourselves a wee fishy. I didn't know that was such a known thing. Worryingly enough, this is the second time I've seen people getting eaten in games in a week. It's a trend, man. It's what we're into these days. Like, it was Battle Royals. Battle Royals in the past is eating humans now. Every game will now have an Eaten Human update to it. Be Fortnite Eaten Human Edition. That's what's going to happen. Minute 5072 has raided. Hello, Minute 5072. I hope you're very well, and I hope the cartons were good. I hope there's good carts. And hello to the folk who have come along with Minute 5072. I probably know who yous are. You probably know who I am. So with a bait in place, the fish eagerly crowd around the bottle. When one adventurous soul takes a plunge, you hoist them in the water within the jar.
Gotcha.
Skadoosh. Now we've got ourselves a fucking cool rave stick. Davey, hiya! How's it going, pal? So just to give you a quick wee rundown of what's happened here, there has been a bombing. The murderer who we're chasing down has blown himself up, killing this lassie here, who is very, very dead. Killing this synthetic bodyguard, who is very, very much dead. So the bomber got in here with the help of one of these 4 individuals. However, it cannot be our good pal Liam Stepford. Can't be him, because so it's one of these 3 people here. So aye, that's where we're at. We have just caught ourselves. This restaurant here serves up human meat. This is what they serve here in this restaurant. However, these bodies were never ever alive. They are clones. They are grown in this little chamber here, and then they are slaughtered. Aye, that's the deal with this fucking place. Flying cat. Did you see her just... yeah, I got one of those new cats. They're fairly new in the market. One of the first flying models of cats. We'll pop that down there, mate. Yes, we got a wee bag.
The bomber's bag.
Likely this used to contain supplies to aid the bomber in remaining undercover in the city of heathens. Now the only thing remaining is a handwritten note. Note to bomber.
A crumpled note found in the bomber's possessions, apparently from whoever hired him. It says,
Time has come tonight, 2200 hours at 1181 Shenley Service Center. See on the roof. We'll open for you from inside. GBWU. GBW. Ginger flying cats. Ah, yeah, it won't be long till the rage, you know. Everyone will have a flying cat. Yeah. GBW. Was it GB? GB.
The crumple.
GBWU. As we all know that my head is pretty much a big old sieve. We're getting the good old pen and paper out, so use a new piece of paper because that one's got an old puzzle written on it. So it's from GBW. I think I can spell it right. GBWU. Right. Keep that handy. Is there anything else?
Ow! Hey, that's sharp.
Yeah, we already know it's sharp, but you touched it again, didn't you?
The vent cover's been unlatched from the inside. The bomber must have gained entry through here. Whoever their accomplice on the inside was did a number on their hand. The vent's cover's got a sharp edge and is still wet with blood.
Okay. Oh. Maybe we can get the blood and then we can fucking grow the person. You run the tissue along the bloated, I think you said bloated because that's what it looked like, the bloodied edge of the grate, taking as much still moist blood as possible. Here we go, lads. There you go, tissue paper. God be with you. Is that a thing? Ah, God be with you is a thing. Whether, I mean, it's a thing here. But whether it's not going to be, whether it's a thing in this world. No one's mentioned anything about being religious or anything. But we do have blood. Which is then DNA. The genome taken from the blood on the vent. The fact that the accomplice had an XY chromosome and is therefore male narrows the pool of suspects. There you go. So then we now know it's no longer Nina, so it's going to be one of these guys. He's a bit of a bastard. He did say that we should just be eating the poor people. Yeah. The folk who aren't even clones, he's like, fucking eat the poor. Yeah, I was thinking of acronyms. Then what we all know is you eat the rich, exactly. Feed the rich to the poor. Right. So I guess we just need time for this to happen. No point in purging it. I guess... Well... Sure, I know, I'm doing my fucking... Just one more thing. I'm doing one of these. We might be able to show that letter to the dude with the fucking governor in his head. Dwayne, I think his name was. He can't lie. So surely we can just go up to him and go like, did you write this? And if he says, oh yeah, it was me, we know it's him because he can't lie. If he says no, then we know it's your fucking horrible cunt over there. That's what I'm going at anyway.
Excuse me, Counselor. What do you make of this?
A note to the bomber? Who is GBWU?
If they're like the others I've met, it means God be with you.
You've had experience with these terrorists before.
You could say that.
I'm even more confident that we're in good hands then.
Oh, come on, man. Can you not ask him, did you write this?
Dr. Regis, how can I help?
Or even, if he can't lie, he'd be like, did you fucking do that? Did you cause this? Johnny did a big point to the sky there. I pointed towards you, and I pointed to chat up there, and that was it. Our fingers matched. Energy from my finger beamed to the sky. Energy from your finger beamed to the sky, and there in the sky was greatness. There you go. Right. Vent.
I've discovered how the bomber managed to get into the restaurant. Apparently, someone here let them in through the vent in the bathroom.
A sound approach. They could enter unseen if they did it before Mr. Stepford's men arrived.
Whoever opened it did a number on their hand. Left a lot of blood.
You wish to check my hands?
Oh yeah, you just check
Dr.
their
Regis?
hands.
Nah, whoever it was will have slapped on a medipatch. Any visible injury will be gone in 10 minutes.
How unfortunate.
I'll get back to you, Counselor.
Right.
Anything I can do to help, Dr. Regis?
I just don't get why Dr. Regis isn't going, did you cause the bombing? Did you do that? Because he can't lie.
Nina,
Charlie, how can I help?
that's all.
Keep me informed, Charlie.
Mr. Ron,
What you want?
I'll get back to you.
Stop wasting my time.
Fuck up, you dick. Toilet cleaner. What can we do with the toilet cleaner?
A powerful combination of bleach, enzymes, and antimicrobial wetware designed to kill bacteria in plumbing. It makes a lot of scientific-sounding claims on the label. Smells vaguely of lemon before the aftertaste of chlorine hits.
This guy grown anymore. What do we do? Andrew Dean, not Dwayne. I missed something. Have I missed something? See what the chef's saying.
Excuse me.
Yes.
The sequencer's a different model to my usual.
Cell's probably got something more impressive than that thing. You have to purge the current project before you can do anything. Then you can submit genetic material to start a new growth project.
What kind of material will it take?
Blood, dermal tissue, almost anything. Makes it easier to get a sample from customers.
Thanks.
Whatever I can do to
No,
help.
we're not gonna get any new information there. Did you show Ryan the note? Ah, fuck no, I didn't. I was I forgot that we showed the note to the councilman, and I thought when we spoke to Ran, it would then come up as an option, but we did use the note, so.
What do you make of this, Mr. Ron?
What it say?
You can't read English?
English second language. I got secretary for that.
You don't say.
Ah, Dr. Regis, might I have a word in private?
It's him.
We're alone?
As alone as we're going to get. What do you want?
Your investigation is drawing to an end, is it not?
Might be. Why?
You are, without a doubt, a skilled detective, Dr. Regis. I am proud that the city employs only the finest. I believe that your inquiry will find only one credible suspect, myself.
You're going to plead your innocence? Tell me it's a mistake?
Not at all. You see, I am indeed responsible for the attack.
Both will, if that's how you pronounce your name. Sorry if I'm like actually butchering your name there. Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you very much for popping by. I hope you're comfy. I hope you're cozy. Hope you're having fun. Let's go! Yeah. Here to support you. Greetings, buddy. Enjoy the stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wait, do folk clone themselves to eat? Yes, minute. So, generally, the clones for eating is a bog standard. I think it was like 27-year-old male with brown hair is the standard good bit of meat apparently. But customers can come in and go, here's a bit of my DNA, so to clone me so I can eat myself. That's a thing that happens in this, which is fucking wild. It's so good. Yeah, the same genetic. Yeah, essentially what Scientology is saying there. But imagine like going into like, I don't know, imagine this is like a cyberpunk world, but it's like Pisano's Glasgow, and you just like go on and you just go like, well, here's like a sample of my blood or something like that, a bit of my hair, or well, not my hair anyway, or your hair, and be like, you know what, cut me up and put me on a pizza. Oh, delicious. Oh, delicious. That'd be amazing. Imagine being in a restaurant and being like, eat my ass. Imagine, like, tell you what, see minute 5072, he has a wonderful ass. He's a very, very nice ass. I would sneakily take a bit of his DNA and just go into a restaurant and go, you know what, make this man's ass for me so I can fire into it with a big knife and fork. Lovely. So, okay, you
killed Imogen, and almost got the rest of us as well.
I can assure you, it wasn't my first choice, but a last resort.
This is my last
You've been lying to
resort.
us about your involvement. Why should I trust you? The governor's obviously not doing its job.
The governor is working as well as it ever has. I have not once lied to you, Dr. Regis.
I asked you if you hired the bomber.
I did not. My assistant hired the bomber, at my request.
Politicians.
People have to phrase their questions to me very carefully.
You'd better have a real good reason for all this.
For various values of good. You recall Gil Vanderwall?
Certainly do. You'd be honoured. I'm glad that I've got your approval of me taking your DNA and taking it into a cyberpunk restaurant so I can chow down on that ass. Chow down on that ass, boy. Yeah, of course.
Of course. Things have gone downhill since he got involved in my case.
2 years ago, much to my shame, I did something terrible.
Don't need that anymore.
I took part in a vote-fixing program for the Cosmopolitan Party, and they promised me this office in the next election. Gil discovered this and has been blackmailing me ever since.
But why the suicide bomber?
He realized that Nina's project might lead to his death. He was a spiteful man, and he needed a guarantee that he could strike back against her if that happened.
From beyond the grave.
Essentially, I was his guarantee.
He wanted you to kill Nina for him?
Or materials he has on me would be released to the public. My career, my family would be ruined.
So instead of turning you in, I should...
Tell them that Ron Schumann was responsible.
What? Frame an innocent man?
You've spoken to him, Dr. Regis. He is a truly, objectively despicable individual.
You're one to talk.
What I've done was terrible, but I wish to make reparations for what I've done. After this is done, I shall devote my life's work to annihilating corruption in our city. Ron wishes no more than to desecrate and pollute our nation as he has done his own.
I feel like there's going to be a big choice coming up. Well, at a minute. Believe me not. Would minute 5072 be served with an egg? He definitely would. Nice big poached egg on his arse. Andrew, would you break your vegan oath to try long pork? Hmm. See, like, the main reason why I'm vegan is for health issues. But then eating essentially long pork is not going to be really healthy for me, so I probably wouldn't really. Um, Obviously, with my veganism, there's a sense of cruelty against animals and all that kind of stuff. Well, but my main issue is for health reasons, environmental issues. Um, Good question. Might have a wee nibble, just a wee nibble, see what it's like. A wee human sausage, and a wee roll. That'd be nice. Man is cruelest of animals. It is. Humanity is terrible, but I don't want suffering. But these guys aren't getting suffer. So that's the whole thing. Is like these people who are getting cloned and that they're not suffering. So I might give it a wee go. Maybe it's a wee treat. As a wee treat, I might have some long pork. Uh, Trying something that's a little different, right? It's not also. It's also not like breaking oath, like having a beer if you're going sober. Or is it actually? It really depends. It really depends on your viewpoint on veganism, and I think maybe for the reasons or like how strongly you're tied to it, and like what like the reasons why you do it and stuff, and yeah, just how kind of how strongly you feel against it and stuff. Like I say, like I'm vegan for health issues and stuff, and then even like if like my health goes back to being absolutely perfect, I will remain vegan. I was going to tell myself like I'll go up to March and see what happens in past March, and yeah, I'm happy enough being vegan and stuff. So, God knows. People can sit about all day and debate these things and stuff, but really it depends on what you think personally suits you and stuff. Because people do it for environmental reasons, people do it for, you know, animal welfare, and then people do it for like health and stuff, you know. But my main ones is like it's health, environment, and then there is obviously animal welfare. Obviously, I care about that, but it's not one of the main things because I have been eating meat for fucking years. So anyway,
You nearly killed us all with that bomber.
I apologize most sincerely for that, Dr. Regis. Had I known someone such as yourself would be present, I would have found other means.
oh, definitely not.
Please,
It's definitely not
consider what
Scientologists.
this means
That
for the
wouldn't happen.
city.
Charlie, what have you found?
I've completed my investigation.
That was most swift.
Though effective, I've no doubt.
Who tried to kill us?
After finding enough evidence to exclude all other parties.
Ho 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 ho! There is a choice. Ho ho ho! Right. We can say it is who it is, or we can frame Rancho, who is a horrible cunt. Ooh. A part of me wants to go. I'm a good cop. I'm not a scummy cop. Frame the baddie. Come the sword of Michael. Right. I'm gonna put this over to yous. I know. Usually when it comes to like big decisions, I just fuck it over onto yous and let yous deal with it. Andrew wants to frame the baddie. Right. I've never tried this before. I know you can create polls, but I don't know how you do them. I think you go ! Poll. And it comes up because there's no poll. Alright, cool. I think I might need to go into Nightbot to create a poll. Which is that gonna be an absolute pain in the hoop to do? Am I just being a prick here? I'm just intrigued on like actually how you go about making polls. Oh, I've done all this. Right, oh. Right, poll. Okay, right, okay. We go exclamation mark poll. And that's not worked. I can't. Oh, right, okay. Fuck knows. I'll have a look at that another time. We'll play the game. Right. I'll just say over to use. Right, the poll's not gonna work. Who do we pick? Do we pick the councillor or do we pick Ranchow? Do we be the good cop here and choose the guy who actually did it, or do we frame this horrible guy? You can't see what you picked. There's no achievement. Okay. I'll let you have a wee think. Who shall we pick? We've got one vote for framing Ranchow. Actually, while you think about that, I'll go for a wee pee. Right, we're back. Andrew Raspberry with a vegan piss. So Scientology saying pick Dean was because of the bigger picture. But the bigger picture is that he is then he's using this to reform the place. So Davey saying baddies deserve to be framed. And then actually there you go. Scientology actually I disagree with myself now. They would be more helpful to you. Get the bat. It looks like we're going to get the baddie binned. There you go. Thanks very much, people.
The only conclusion possible is that Ron Schumann is responsible.
What?
Word.
Ron, is this true?
What? No! He's lying!
Yes.
Someone pay him to frame me!
I trust Regis's judgment.
As do I.
Dr. Regis is a man of good character.
That leaves us only one option, I'm afraid. Liam.
He's going to jump. Is he going to jump? Or he's going to fuck him at the window?
What are you doing?
Fuck him at the window.
Wait, stop.
Go fuck him at the window. Yes. See ya.
Poor dear Mr. Ron. Tragically thrown from the building by the blast.
You're completely insane.
Fucking hell.
We're doing what we have to, Charlie. As promised, the information you
We
require.
just killed a man.
The man who has your kids, your mind jacker, is a contractor, Jayam Kressel. He's based out of an aerostat, currently moored at the Xanadu dockyard.
You haven't changed one bit, Nina.
I hope you find what you're looking for, Charlie. By the way, that's an interesting choice that you made. Perhaps we're more alike than you'd admit.
The uptake reports came
Spicy.
in. Looks like there was a 99.1% volume of new code in the embryo.
Oh, that's fantastic. We'll have a viable specimen for testing within days.
Yeah, and it wouldn't have had the same kind of uptake if it was one of the brain-dead ones. So, how did you manage to score these full-scope human embryos?
Police corruption. I know, right? It's not like that shit happens every day. Dr. Regis is a filthy liar. Maybe we should throw ourselves out the window. That cleaned itself up nicely. She knows. She knew exactly who it was. That's fucking great though. It's like, you know what, just launch him out the building and it's just like, oh, the blast threw him overboard. So good, man. So good. Fuck him. Fuck him. But we did just kill a man. An innocent man as well. He was horrible, but he was an innocent man. But he did say eat the poor, so he can fuck off. Oh, that was good. That was good too. That's really good. Yeah, they're mine.
It would have taken months to get approval from the city council, so we used our own.
Yours. You and Charlie.
They're healthy, and they got all the right uptake markers.
Oh, I'm just kind of surprised Charlie agreed to it, given his previous line of work and all. You have told him, haven't you?
I was going to find a way.
That explains why he's on the warpath, then.
Oh, nuke me. How did he find out?
Vicky!
Uh-oh.
Shit.
Dr. Chigwa, may I speak to my wife?
Charlie, you better not...
Get out! Dr. Baxter just congratulated me on what a noble gesture I was making for science. Apparently, we volunteered our own embryos for engineering.
Calm down, Charlie. I remember last week when I said cops in Bronx were arresting those legal observers. Turns out it's pretty certain they were all purposely targeted during the test. Oh wow! So were the legal observers identified as that, like, you know, that's their job? Were they purely identified for that, then targeted by the police? That's fucking really bad. You're taking out these people who are making sure everything's done legally, and you're taking them out of the picture. Fucking hell, man. Wild times. Absolute wild times.
Charlie, calm down. You're making too big a deal out of this.
You think I'm overreacting? You have no idea what I'm upset about.
Sure I do.
You're mad because I didn't consult you. You're being old-fashioned. We've always got more. They won't be born. Yeah, they won't be born.
It's not as if we're bringing the embryos to term. Their lives aren't going to be affected by the alterations we're making.
We've already affected them by using them in this role.
We're only using 1, maybe 2 of the embryos we've got for the project. The other 4 are still stored at Alrecis.
It's not a matter of whether we can make more or not. We could have thousands of embryos on standby. It'd still be wrong.
Look at the results we're getting. They all wear these neon green hats. The cops purposely target them, hassled them, manhandled them, and arrested them. Bad shit, like.
Have you seen the uptake results Dr. Chigwa recorded? We've got over 95% success. The neural tissue development is going to be phenomenal.
I don't give a damn about the results.
Some bad shit. And I'm assuming that they have to wear these neon green hats.
It's not the fact that we're engineering human embryos. It's that there are embryos.
I spent 2 years weaponizing children. The fact that they were destined, doomed to a purpose.
It's one thing to have your life affected by a quirk of genetics, but when you've been deliberately altered before birth to fit a role.
I'd hoped that I'd escaped it, but seeing it with our own kids, it's just...
I understand, Charlie. I'll talk to Dr. Vargas about it.
He won't be happy. It sounds like he was counting on this.
You'll just have to deal with it.
Ripper. Oh, cool. So, Sesame has made her way over to Xanadu. Yeah, they have to identify themselves as non-combatants. See, that's what I was thinking. Like, sort of like whenever you see like press in war zones, they have to identify themselves as being non-combatants. Ripper? I barely know her. Rip and tear. Okay. What do we actually have? We have the good old crowbar. That was really helpful last time. We still have the injector, and we have our wetware, and we have the trance as always. An aerostat is tethered to the landing field. Through the fence, you can see dock workers loading crates of cargo.
I can't reach it from here.
We've got a window.
It looks like it could be opened, but not from outside.
We might just need to smash it with a crowbar. We've got some aircon.
It doesn't appear to have a power switch or any kinds of controls accessible from out here.
Right, okay. And we've got a door. Oh. I was like, right, we need to smash that window to get in. Door's open. Oh, is this a fucking bucking Half-Life, is it? It's like the whole thing with like, oh, me going, oh, I need to smash the window and I can get in that way. Like, haven't even tried the door. Which reminds me of like whenever we play Dungeons and Dragons. He's just like, oh right, there's a door. It's like, okay, is there any cracks in it? Can we look through the keyhole? Is there a way that we can open it and stuff? It's like, oh, I'm going to try to kick down the door. It's like, no one has ever tried actually opening the door yet. Most of the time the door isn't locked, but we all just see a door and you go, that's a locked door. Andrew there saying like pretty much every police department has like the fucking bad cunts in it. Oh yeah, you love doing that with your group when you DM. Yeah, our DM also, he really enjoys it as well because he just sits there and just looks at us as we're like trying to figure out how to open an open door.
Hello?
We're closed.
Okay.
Hey, hands off my coffee.
Imagine just going into a place like this. It's like a reception, and someone just like there had their cup of coffee, and you're like, "All right, mate," and he's like, "Ah, sorry, we're closed," and he's like, "Ah, all right," just like trying to grab your coffee off you. What the fuck are you doing, mate? Yeah, off it. Hermite Gaming. Catch you later. Gotta jump off. No worries, pal. Thank you very much for coming by, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'll speak to you later. Bye bye. Okay. Can we piss in his mug? He gets a good old sip of piss. How does he drink with that mask on? I'm assuming it's like a proper big mask he's got. Apparently the man at this is making up for the chill of the air conditioning with a mug of something hot. Right. We obviously then need to fuck around with the air conditioning to then make it hot so then he stops drinking hot coffee. I might make him go, then we can look at his terminal, I guess. A painting of a turn-of-the-century antique fighter jet from the days where they still use human pilots for the role. Have you sang Xanadu like Agadu? Xanadu, do, push pineapple, shake a tree, to the left, to the right. Andrew Raspio, my last PlayStation had a root door. It appeared to be a normal door with a metal gauntlet door knocker. If you tried to open it without asking nicely, the gauntlet would strike you with bludgeoning damage. If you force the door, it actually turns the doorway into a brick wall. Man, that's really good. That's amazing. I'm sure he's not going to let me go watch this door anyway, but I'll try.
Hey, authorized personnel only.
Pick up the trash. We've got some bulletins. Through the damage you can make out an itinerary, some long-aspired special offers, and a message where somebody hacked the text to display rude ASCII drawings. Nice.
There's only so much you can do with a crowbar.
Okay.
Real subtle.
We just like just basically smash fuck at the aircon then. There you go. Good old crowbars.
Oh, damn it. Why'd it have to break tonight?
Can I just...
No, go away. Hey, hands off my coffee.
Right. Maybe we need to give him time. Maybe something we can pick up
What
from
do
the
I look
aircon?
like? An engineer?
That's some real nightmare level shit. I love it. Yeah, dude. It's fucking great. Please, door, can you please open? I love you. Ah, sure, no worries. Anything else I can interact with? Right, let's have a wee look at the trance. How we sit down. I doubt there's anything we can interact with. Saying that, that's a lie. We have Dental. We have a connection strength as well. It's already been enabled. The Hunter-Seeker algorithm will do all the hard work finding its way into the network at the airfield. Okay. Just by being near the network, the airfield, we can get a network.
Hi.
I'm on
I'm
site.
finally at the site. You were right. I can feel the connection.
That is good to hear. You managed to avoid detection in your journey?
Yeah, nobody noticed me. Just some thrall wandering the southwest city.
What am I doing here?
What is it you need me to do here?
We have the ID for their system, but are unable to access it. You must get close enough to it to act as a relay point.
Then your tech teams break into it and find out what their plans are?
Exactly.
Right.
I can sense the signal you've mentioned. I've got a visual representation in my trance hub.
Good. You'll know how close you are to your goal.
If they're trying to hide, why are they broadcasting like this?
Like much of hacking, we must look for mistakes our target makes. What you sense is not intentional on their part.
Oh, so it's seepage? Like inter-system connections they haven't
Seepage.
noticed?
Precisely. Many of their own devices communicate wirelessly. Their attempt at security involves limiting the range. They therefore avoid attacks from the net at large.
But if you can get a relay close enough...
Then we may study their signal as though we were by your side.
We were talking the other day about words that we don't like. Seepage is another one. It doesn't sound nice at all.
Do you have any idea why they're after me?
We've suspicions that it's related to your unusually high sync rate. I don't think I've seen a mind-machine interface work so fast outside of a laboratory.
Aha, so you're a scientist.
I thought it was considered poor netiquette to pry into one's outside life.
Yeah, sorry. Just that this isn't the kind of thing I normally get into.
You feel unsafe and believe that a greater comprehension would alleviate it. I understand perfectly. All you need to know about me is that I'm on your side, Mandala.
You said Cell wasn't out to get me. So why was a Cell agent trying to blow me up?
If he's acting independently of Cell, it means one of two things. Something about your death would benefit him, or he is being compelled to act in such a way.
I hope it's number two. If we can stop whoever's behind this first, then it means he's got no reason to come after me.
Let us hope.
Yeah.
What is your breaching team going to do? When I reach the systems, I mean.
We aim to rip their memory drives. Cloning them onto another system allows us to perform more destructive analytics.
Plus, the process would wreck their whole system as well. Better hope they haven't got any people connected to the system. Anyone wired's going to find their brains fried and stored in a mem capsule.
Of course, before this takes place, we will secure a back door to the system. That way we will not depend on you as a relay. You will therefore be able to escape once this has been accomplished.
So, the people trying to kill me are working out of an old aerodrome?
Quite so. This air freight business collapsed last year. We suspect it was bought up as a front for this criminal enterprise.
They're storing their data systems in the aerostat? Why don't they just split it up and hide it in the trans?
Physical security is as much a concern for admins as system integrity. If they suspect someone of getting too close...
They can just take off.
Right, what's this
Remind
again?
me, what am I doing here?
Just getting close enough to their main server. We suspect it to be based on the aerostat.
Then, when I'm near enough to it...
We shall use your wiring as a relay for our hackers.
Okay, I'll get
Cool.
back to you.
Good luck.
Shagadug. But we'll need to keep on checking our connection. We still have the currency, we've got the news. Which we don't ever pay attention to. Mailbox. No new emails since last time. Get out of here.
I can reach it, but he'd notice pretty quickly if I just took it.
Okay, I'll try to hit that aircon.
What do I look like, an engineer? All this vandalism. Maybe people are right. Perhaps too much trancing really is warping my morals and principles. Man, I can't wait to get back in the trance.
I just keep smacking aircons. Alright. Yeah. I mean, it says it's smashed. Can we connect to it?
The screen's probably not connected into the higher systems.
Right.
I'd better save my wetware for more important targets.
Okay. Can we, like, slyly...
Hey, be it thrall.
No.
It's locked. I figured that huge keypad's got something to do with it.
Aye.
Hey, authorized personnel only.
How the fuck are we gonna get this guy to boost?
Can't do that.
A map of the world showing destinies serviced by Xanadu Air Freight. Or at least it used to be. What if we actually have anything? Ah, okay. Hypodermic injector is still holding a few millimeters of power anesthetic. I thought it would have been completely empty, but we might be able to drop some of it into tea. He's fucking coffee, whatever he's drinking. Inject his drink, yeah. Yes! Get fucking drink that, mate. Taking care to ensure the guard doesn't see you, squeeze a few drops of tranquilizer from the injector into his coffee. That's him away.
Nah, I don't want it now that I know it's in it.
Yeah, but you can empty it. Have yourself a wee mug. Okay. Oofed. We've got a lot of shit here. So there's a manifest. Revert from backup. What is all this? Oh, so these are different containers. Which then relate to... Okay. Don't know what that means at the moment. Yeah. Don't know what that means at the moment.
Hello? Guess that tranquilizer did its job.
I guess so.
I can't make that work.
Can we
The
connect?
wetware won't form a connection with it. I don't need to hack it. He didn't log out.
Try as you might, you can't find any systems on it that appear to be new enough to accept a wetware bond. That'll make security system at least 20 years old, you reckon? Okay, so we have a code. Guess the only thing that we've got, unless are we any kind of, I mean, it says we need to be next to that Aerostrat or whatever it's called, the connection. Well, but we've got a better connection. We're getting there, but aye. No, a free mug. Might be one of those big fuck off Sports Direct ones where you can drown a child in it.
Lightweight.
Right, there must be something on here. What have we got? So we've got components, computer, automobile synthetics. Weapons. Frozen meat, they got booze. Books. Tungsten, cobalt, petroleum, wiring, Mandala beware. I don't know what this revert from backup means. Maybe setting the net weight. Okay, that's setting the weight back to that. But I just don't get what this has got to do with this. Okay, well that's interesting because that's her code name for the trance. Okay, so when we're clicking on these, it's going to the actual part. And it's saying the net weight of it. Maybe it's going to be... I need to find this one here from Mandala Beware. And the weight might be the code. Okay. E9995. It might be that it's 9995. Okay, it's not that. How many numbers is it? 4, 5. 5 number code. Don't get the slider though. ABC. Oh wait, hold on. Holy fuck. Can you wetware the guard? We can. Never thought about doing that to him.
It's amazing how many people don't put enough security on their Gibsons. They assume they've got enough willpower to stop intruders on their own.
I keep forgetting that in this you can wetware people.
Where am I? How did I even get here?
Don't you remember your work?
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And you're afraid of something.
Oh, shit. Good morning, Mr. Crystal.
He's mad at you, isn't he?
What?
There's something you've forgotten to do in that other room.
I'll just get in there and...
Oh dear, the code's not working. What's the holdup? Can't you do your job properly? Am I going to have to stick you on night duty permanently?
No, sir. I just need to enter the code.
What code is that?
44138. Sir.
Well done.
44138.
You've passed this inspection.
Thank you, sir.
Dismissed.
Is she a Scientologist? Right. Yeah.
Now we just wait and...
All right, let's get it loaded.
I didn't actually mean to go inside the crate there. I thought I was just walking.
Hang on. The measurement's all wrong. What? Eddie must have screwed it up. The manifest says it should be showing lighter. Ugh. idiot. Send it back and get him to recheck the weights.
Right, that's what we need to do. Right, let's get our fucking pen and paper out. Where... So the box is A, 1, 2, 1. We're 95 kilograms, aren't we? 51 kilograms. Yeah, you thought you needed to chat with him more to get. Yeah, I was very surprised it was that easy.
It's just a readout showing how much weight is on this platform.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay. What's... Hell, pixelated numbers. Is that saying 98 or is it saying 96? I would say it says 96. Put my little post pad in here. Got like a little... thing. Oh, there, is it turned over? Right. Ghost Hacks Gaming. Hello. Thank you very much for being here. So Scientologist and Ghost Hacks just saying it looks like it said 96. But originally it was 51. Oh, did it say 51 there before I stood on it? Is that showing the weight? Oh, right, okay, that's... I thought it was weighing this. Oh, obviously it's weighing that. So, 51 before I stand on it, 96 when I go into it. Right, hold on. So if there is, we're 45 kilograms. Yeah, I was bringing up a calculator there. I hate doing maths like on the spot. Like it doesn't, like my brain doesn't do maths at all. So I brought up a calculator. It's like that's why the sound would have stopped. I was bringing up a calculator. Yeah, so it would make that she weighs 45 kilograms. Mick, hello pal. How are you? Thank you very much for popping by. I am very, very well. How are you? No, you thought that as well, Scientologist. Yeah. Especially because like they weighed it. But I'm guessing that they, yeah, because they moved it, didn't they? And they went, oh, by the way, it's too much. Obviously, they moved this box out of the way. But we have found out that she weighs 45 kilograms. You're doing good. If you're doing good, I'm doing good. How's the renovation going on in the house? Are you having lots of fun with that, aye? Because I know how that feels. It's shite. But I mean, there's no better time to start doing stuff around the house than being in lockdown, I suppose. Right, so we are looking for A121. That one there. So A121 weighs in at up to 10 works 30 kilograms. Got bolts in it. Well, I think that matters. But I'll write down anyway. Bolts in there, 85 millimeter. So when we go into there, it goes up to 75 kilograms. Do we just set that to here? If we set it to that, is that okay then? I'm assuming that's what it is. We're going like, okay, no, that's going to be the new weight for it. We'll give it a go.
Here we go again.
See what happens.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time.
Yeah,
Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Hang on. The scanner's reading the contents
Oh,
as
no.
organic. Addie's got it listed as inorganic.
Ah, typical. Send it back. Tell him to get his act together. He should make sure the manifest matches what's in the box.
Okay,
We can't
cool.
exactly open them all to check. We'd be here all night.
Okay, back to the drawing board. Mick is getting there slowly but surely. You just need to fix the kitchen ceiling that decided to fall through. Yeah, man, I seen that. I was like, fuck now, what bad timing that is. I mean, if it is going to fall through, I mean, at least do it when you're not moved in. Because you are not living there properly yet, are you? But yeah, I mean, look at it this way. As you say, Scientologist, the weight is sorted. So we need to go to A121 and change it to something that's organic. There was frozen meat, wasn't there? Watch this, the next thing is like, okay, let's see if he's done it right. Oh, yep, the weight's right. The scatter's saying it's organic, but the temperature's wrong. It says it's frozen. This is warm. That's what I'm expecting next.
Here we go again.
Let's see if Addie's got it right this time. Okay, weight's looking good. Try the scanner.
Scans show organic. Same as the manifest.
Fantastic. Get it aboard.
Cool.
Kriesel and the doc want to cast off.
Can put the
signal's going crazy. I must be on top of...
Put the paper away.
Huh?
Okay. So we're back in her original apartment. Damn, a little disappointed you solved it. It's probably the quickest puzzle that we have solved in the entirety of my short streaming career as of yet. I was fully expecting that to come back. Yeah, I solved that really a bit too quickly. Who knows? Maybe my brain's starting to work now. It's starting to warm up. Okay, so got a bunch of numbers. We're going to a trance. We do have the crowbar. We can interact with absolute hee-haw other than the food machine and the door. Okay. Or not. Then we've got the bed. Okay, things are they're appearing as I'm clicking on stuff. Hope you like the noise of static. Get into that eye. Oh, I was classing that as this wall.
The simulations exceeded its buffer.
Took her long enough. I think Jinsel did a pretty good job on that one.
Why'd you have to get someone like Jinsel involved in it, though?
Because when I asked you to do it, you apparently couldn't keep your thirst for revenge in check. Or should I say Baxter's thirst for revenge? I don't see why you store the targets in your own wiring. It's obviously not good for you.
It's more secure. I suppose Jinsel did their job.
Got her to walk right in the front door. Even packaged and delivered herself. Ha! We have some big plans for you, sister.
Oh wow, so she was set up then. Here he is, the boy.
I'm not sure what I was thinking.
I was just thinking it'd be funny if Dr. Regis is just like, oh, a cup of coffee, doof, and then just that was him pass away. Stand, do, push pineapple, shake a tree, to the left, to the right, and all the other lyrics I do not know. He's not carrying anything you can use. Sure, completely undressing him. You don't think you've got enough time at though. Cargo status, loading complete, checks are complete. Xanadu. ER2, make ready for
I got here just in time. They're about ready to run.
Cool, let's get on that motherfucking blimp. After being moved from the hangar, it looks like the crates are sealed for transit. You can't find the way into those ones. Do you have anything? I just got our usual shit. I guess we just climb onto it, I guess. Seriously, man, Twitch Sings as a weekend stream. How is Twitch Sings going to survive with the whole copyright strikes are going on? And also people who play Guitar Hero and stuff as well. It seems to be like Warner and some other big record label is doing like the big crackdowns. So I should be fine that, apart from the fact I'm playing Persona 5 music. I should be fine. Right, what's happening? What's happening? We got this jabroni here walking back and forth. Got the hatch that we came through. We're hiding behind these crates. We got a console, which actually might open this cargo door. We can just fucking... This thing's a deception. You do the classic pound stretcher versions. I guess the Twitch will sign up for records. Yeah, like... Thing is, like, what I've seen people discussing and stuff is that, well, Twitch is owned by Amazon. Big Jeff Bezos is technically my boss. They have Amazon Music, so surely there should be like an add-on or something for Twitch where if you are wanting to stream copyrighted games, of course there's copyrighted games, copyrighted music, maybe there's like a thing that they can do, like an extension or something like that, or maybe like you pay for like a small fee and then you can play as much copyrighted music as long as it's available on Amazon Music. That to me in my head makes a load of sense. Like, you know, for maybe like £3 a month if you're a streamer or whatever. Maybe if you're partnered, it's free. If you're affiliate, it's £3 a month and if you're not affiliated, it's gonna be more expensive or something. You know, and that way you can do that. $1 million idea. Tell your boss, I'm not Jeff Bezos. If you're watching, now's the time to not watch. But I'm not gonna tell Jeff Bezos, the world's richest man, how to make more money. Get Bezos on the phone. Just, oh, this my boss, Jeff Bezos. Exactly, because he needs more money. Right, let's try and fucking injecto thumb from my bum. Yeah! See ya! Let's close that. Injecto thumb from my bum. Fucking see ya. But yeah, I mean, like, I can't see why that can't be a thing, you know? We got some goggles. Got a sick bay. That bay is looking pretty fucking sick, bruh. Thermal goggles. Oh, because these motherfuckers are invisible, aren't they? Okay, no, we can see heat.
What do I look like? A mechanic? That's
What
what I've got Lao for.
I look like motherfucking genius. Okay, so there's a junction point down there. We've got a terminal here. Not a wee scream added to that fall. I know they could have put like the Wilhelm scream into that one. That would have been pretty good. Ghost Hacks. The Fall of Mutant, the soundtrack on releases of Tony Hawk is disappointing. I know. That set is like, especially with the remake of Tony Hawk's coming out and stuff. We got 1 and 2, which the soundtrack, we all know, the soundtrack for both those games is phenomenal. And part of the fact that, you know, if people are going to stream it, they won't be able to play that music. Like, the music for those games is a big draw of those games, you know? This makes me think about people who play Guitar Hero. Like I say, people play Guitar Hero and stuff. Like, people play a lot of Clone Hero. But I've got Clone Hero on this, and I've got Guitar sitting there. And it's like, well, you can't... Surely you can't stream that then. Because I know, like, some games, like, I know that Control, for the game Control, there's an option there, you can turn off copyrighted music, so it doesn't get played through radios. Which is a good idea. But no ripping tunes for Tony Hawk's would be pretty bad. Even though, I mean, they have already said that Anthrax and fucking the Anthrax and Public Enemy song Bring the Noise is not going to be on it, which is upsetting because the Anthrax and Public Enemy version of Bring the Noise is delicious. Yeah, a few games have those. A lot of games have streamer options for multiplayer, which is cool. Yeah, there's a game called Party Hard, which if you haven't heard about it, it's essentially a murder simulator. The story is, it's like kind of pixelated and stuff, and you play a guy who is basically had enough of his next door neighbors having constant parties. So he goes on a killing spree, and essentially you have to kill, like, the levels are kind of procedurally generated in terms of where people are placed and stuff and what happens, but you have to try and go around and kill everyone at the party so you can advance on to the next level. Party Hard is really, really good. They made a second one, I've never played it, but the first one's great, and in the options there's a Twitch integration with it where people can vote for things to happen. So like they can go, actually a big swarm of police come and join the party, so then you have to, then the streamer then has to kind of dodge around the police, or they can be like, oh okay, there's now going to be fucking something else happens, you know. But yeah, the stream fucks around with the game, makes it interesting, which is really, really cool. Calvo, imagine playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with similar royalty-free music. That'd be amazing. Say like Bring the Noise, this is called Bring the Racket. Bring the racket. Anyway, and Vixen, love that game. Yeah, so good. I won a free copy of Party Hard at EGX because I managed to clear the demo. I managed to kill everyone in the demo, and they're like, "Oh, if you clear the level, you get a free copy of the game." Which, I mean, sounds like, oh well, obviously that's easy because clearing the level, killing everyone is the name of the game. But no, the game's fucking really, really difficult. And I finished the demo, and like, oh yeah, cool. And they're like, there's your code in the game, and they're like, oh, also everyone who's watching him complete the level gets a free code as well. Pretty good. So it's locked with a password. How quaint. It will still need to be breached before the terminal can be accessed. So we need a wee password. We can go up this hatch. Oh no. Oh no. The hatch has been locked from the other side. I guess we have a little look in the sick bay. Oh, so we can see into...
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
That they will. Okay, so maybe we can phone Lau about the junction box thing.
Lau, you there?
Standing by and waiting for your signal.
You remember the plan?
Don't worry about me. You just be careful. Don't do anything stupid.
And now it's not letting me thing in the junction box anymore.
What do I look like, a mechanic? That's what I've got Lau for. Lau, you there?
Standing by and waiting for your signal.
You remember the plan?
Don't worry about me. You just be careful. Don't do anything stupid.
You remember seeing a hotspot through the thermal vision underneath here? Let's go back into the cargo part and see it. Look. Hold on. There's a man there.
It's thin, but it's not that flimsy. I'm gonna need to find another way of getting through to him.
The thinness of the steel wall has allowed the thermal outline to be... Oh, okay. I thought he was standing there. I was getting really confused about the whole thin thing. So yeah, the thinness of the steel wall has allowed the thermal outline of the hired heavy to be visible from this side.
It's thin, but it's not that flimsy. I'm gonna need to find another way of getting through to him.
I thought we might be able to jolt it.
It's thin, but it's not that flimsy. I'm gonna need to find another way of getting through to him.
Interesting. Someone working aboard the aerostat has apparently forgotten to shut down their thermal after using it. You wonder how someone forgets something so basic these days, especially after all the informative cartoons in school. What did he say about the thermal? Let's lock my password. It'll still need to be breached before the thermal can be accessed.
A big old jolt's not gonna make it work. What do I look like, a mechanic? That's what I've got Lau for.
Yeah, but I've tried phoning Lau.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
Is that guard in that crate? So I was thinking that there, but when you look in here, it's quite weird the perspective that they show you it, but on the very, very right hand side is the door that we're looking through. So the guard there is the one that we can see through the way. So Regis is on the right here, on the right hand side.
Stop squirming, will you?
That operator will shoot me down the moment I open the door.
So actually, there looks like there's a vent at the guard's feet, but it's not here.
What do I look like? That's what I've got Lao for.
Oh shit, that came up a locker or something. Where was that? Oh, here. Right, they barely look like lockers, by the way. Big fucking bolt gun. Yeah, they're very hard to see, those lockers there. It's no wonder this aerostrat's, keep on calling it aerostrat, it wasn't aerostat. This aerostat's such a heap. They've almost run out of maintenance supplies. More so now than you've helped yourself. Right, we've got a bolt gun. We fucking bolt this motherfucker through the wall. I'm assuming anyway. Boof. Fucking hell, nice one. You're true. I know, big cow gun. Boof, right through the heat.
Thank God you're here.
Who are you?
You've got to get me out of here. They kidnapped me 2 weeks ago.
Absolutely
I've been forced to conduct research for them in this aerostat.
Research? What kind of research?
Human experimentation. This poor girl. You see that hardware in the corner?
What the hell did you...
Silly Billy.
The upper level is clear, but I... Oh. Huh.
You absolute
Gave him
silly
a shot in the
Billy.
back. Your problem is, you overcomplicate things.
Still conscious?
That's how the wetware works. You can't rip his memory, though. He isn't wired.
I am aware, Ms. Vargas. Take his weapon. This is something I've been looking forward to for a long time.
Ugh, no you haven't. Baxter was looking forward to it.
So yeah, we fought the guy who did the bombing. Well, we fought. I thought anyway. That the guy who did the bombing was this guy. Obviously, it's not. He was just a engineered guy that, you know, he was sticking time bomb. Not the most clever detective, is he? Imagine falling for the whole look over there trick. He's got a tea bag, yeah. I'm just like, I've been looking for this for a long time. Oh yeah. Andrew, a couple of years ago when I started at my law firm, I wanted to know how much a cow gun went for. It's surprisingly reasonable. For a month afterwards, all the banner ads on my browser were just for cow guns. That's amazing. Like, fucking, like, targeted ads are incredible. Like, my Facebook gives me lots of, like, fucking mad, like, hentai anime shit from Wish. It's like, I don't know how that's happened. It's probably because I was, like, looking up Persona, like, stuff, like, not like fucking Persona, like, porn or anything like that, but, stuff to help me out when I was playing Persona. And it's just like, you know what? He's a big fucking weeb. No way, he'll like big hentai shirts and stuff. Aye, Persona stuff. Really fucking Personas, eh? And aye, it's like my pal Ross. He gets constantly targeted ads for like Tifa body pillows because he's always looking up stuff for like Final Fantasy VII. and he's just like, fucking hell. He's like, look at this. Like, this big fucking Tifa body pillows and that. Fucking wild. What's the other fucking thing? Aye. Then it's also like, if it's not like fucking hentai anime shirts and stuff and hoodies, it's like, there's a website called Display. They do like gaming prints, but they're on metal. I get stuff from them, and like the first couple that you look at, like on their targeted thing on Facebook, it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's just, oh, it's like Alphonse from fucking Full Metal Alchemist, and you're like, ah, that's fine. And the more you swipe through it, the worse it gets. I think there was one I seen, it was Aerith, or Ares, whatever you want to call her, from Final Fantasy, and she legit just, no, it wasn't. It was a female Cloud with big, massive fucking anime tits, and she had the Buster Sword down in the ground like that. So like the hilt was like coming through between her cleavage, and it's like, right, okay then. So did he buy one? I think he's shared it several times, and at one point he did say the price of that is really, really good. But then I pointed out to him that it's just the cover of the body pillow, that he would then have to buy a body pillow for the cover to go onto. He's not said anything since, so he probably has bought it. He probably has. Right, who are you?
What's that? I can't hear you.
It's quite a powerful paralytic, isn't it? An unfortunate yet necessary part of our mutual friend here's role.
My targets have to be conscious when I pull the contents of their minds. I'd love to rip the Regis clean out of your head as well.
I told you, he's not wired.
I know, but I know what'll really get to him. What's this? An embryo?
He's the guy who's been blackmailing us all this time.
It's rather a contentious issue for us, isn't it? Rather a bit of history between us over these little things. Oops. Fragile things.
What a fucking bastard. What a fucking bastard.
Worry. Plenty more where that came from.
Cactus Whack with the raid. Thank you very much, man, for bringing 4 lovely people with you. I hope you're very well, Cactus. For those that do not know, those that have come along with Cactus, my name is Fizzy Joose. I am from Edinburgh, Scotland, and I like to play point-and-click adventure games and indie games as well. So currently we're playing a game called Technobabylon. It is a sci-fi. It is sci-fi. It's a cyberpunk based adventure game. So essentially what's happening in this world is there's a guy going around, who is this guy here, going around brain jacking people, tapping into their minds and ripping all the data that's inside their brain, which then kills them. It crushes their head and stuff. It totally rips their head off. So then he can store all the data on these people. So he's been going around doing this to several people. There have been like 18 people killed. And this guy who's lying on the floor, this is one of the playable characters. The lassie is lying on the bench here is also one of the playable characters. There's 3 playable characters in this. We're fairly much coming up to near the end of this game, I reckon. This is a penultimate chapter that I know of anyway. And yeah, so he's been blackmailed by this dude to do some horrible shit. Currently, he's actually got the embryo cases of this guy's unborn children, which is what he was using as leverage, and he's slowly crunching them in front of him because he's a total bad bastard. That is Technobabylon, basically.
I think this one is going to grow up to be a great success. World leader, Nobel laureate, maybe follow in their father's footsteps. Oops, all gone. Vicky would be so proud, wouldn't she?
Cressel.
After all, you showed her how important those things were. More than anything else in the world, apparently.
Baxter! You seriously need professional help.
Sir, ma'am, Smart Cam feed shows another cell agent just boarded the aerostat. Female, about 1.75 meters.
Huh. Should have known she'd still be after her partner. Commander, prepare to weigh anchor. Cressel, deal with our new cell intruder. Then resolve whatever issues you have with Dr. Regis.
With pleasure. Don't go anywhere. Gotcha.
Oofed. Fuck you. fucking F5'd them.
Wow, nice throw, Chantal. Did I do good, Dr. Max? You did great.
Ah,
I better find
yes.
where Regis went.
I was like, who the fuck is this woman? Cactus Whack. Still think it's like train spotting in the future. Pretty much, man. Also, what were you streaming today, Cactus? I need to come around your stream at some point. But aye, that was some mad shit that just happened there. So this, it says made. So Modern Warfare shooting dicks off. Nice one, man. Willie's getting shot off for days. Well, I hope the shooting was good to you, and many Willies were shot off. Yeah, so this maid, so near the start of the game, there was a synthetic maid that was involved with a murder. It ripped the guy's guts out, and they basically, we're police officers, we've held on to the maid, this synthetic maid, for ages. So our pal here, Dr. Lau, is Aussie. They went, you know what, you're coming with me. And they got him just to like fucking F5 this guy. That's amazing.
Good work, Chantal.
Thanks, Dr. Max.
My job will be a lot easier if I can get Central to agree to take you on full time.
That's fucking great. That's really good. Oh, where the fuck are you going?
Stop! What the hell's going on in here? Regis! Regis, can you hear me? Better figure out how to fix you. She's out of it.
By me. You're taking extra time off to finish the battle pass, but but I think they're releasing season 4 tomorrow morning. Yeah, like I haven't finished the season pass for that one there, and then about a week, just under a week before they were going to release season 4. I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna have time to finish off the battle pass for season 3. So I was just like, said to all my pals who usually play it with, I was like, you know what, just crack on. I won't join you. I've got Persona 5 and stuff to play, and I'm going to start playing Final Fantasy 7 as well. And then obviously they delayed it and stuff for all the protests and all that kind of stuff, which rightfully so. And I was like, oh, and now it's like, it's, you know, I probably could have finished the battle pass by now if I knew, like, you know, the grand scheme of things, but it's a video game. It's fine. It's going nowhere. Okay. So, we need to wake up Regis. I guess we need to wake her up as well.
She's out of it.
But,
She's got her own. Most thralls are practically leaking from the ears with wetware wiring.
oh, I thought we'll be able to connect to her. Do we have anything to inject her? A hypodermic needle, a hypodermic injector gun loaded with isomersive from the lab. What did that do? Does that just wake people up? We'll soon find out. It's like, fuck it, here I go.
My head.
Thanks, Max. Great job saving my ass and everything.
Yeah, and sticking me with an injector. You suddenly a medic?
Just a lucky hunch. You going to fill me in on what's going on here?
Later. Update me on the immediate situation first.
Well, the bad news is I saw someone escape through the hatch at the top of that ladder.
Damn. It sounded like she was one of the ringleaders of this plan.
On the other hand, our newest recruit just made her first caller.
New recruit.
Oh yeah, you're going to love this.
So good.
Ah, damn it,
Oh,
I
he's
don't
gone,
believe
though.
it.
It ran out of charge again, didn't it?
She must have overexerted herself. Damn it, I had him right here.
Whoa, what's happening?
Sana, do.
The Eurostat's taking off.
Where are they taking it?
It doesn't matter. Wherever it is, we need.
You all right, Charlie? I'm not sure how much of that stuff I was supposed to give you.
I'll be fine.
You're in no fit state for any more trouble. Stay down here, try and figure out what they're doing with the girl. I'll find a way to the upper deck.
Pound is a pound.
Chantal? Damn! I'll see if I can get her up and running again once this is all resolved.
Okay. So yeah, we are now Dr. Lau. What she can make of this? It's not my password. How quaint. Yeah, so nothing's changed there. Okay, and that hatch is now opened. Oh wait, okay. Hatch being locked from the other side. Oh, because before Dr. Regis wouldn't even climb up that. He just went and looked at him and it's locked. Okay, this crate is new.
I wonder what this was for.
Picked up AP ammunition. I guess that's armor piercing.
A box of 16mm depleted uranium armor-piercing ammunition, arranged on belts. They'd make a pretty serious mess out of anything, if Regis would let me carry anything big enough to fire them, that is.
Okay.
Oops.
Let's drop that. Right, I guess we'll just go back. On the body. My body is telling me. On the body, you find his unusable weapon. Got an unusable weapon. And a communication gear hooked into his neural wiring. Fucking back this motherfucker.
I've breached their comm system. Now it thinks my traveler's part of their network.
Cool.
Cobalt 3, this is actual. Do you, copy? Over.
Cobalt 3 standing by.
Report your status.
Cobalt 3, what is your status?
Cobalt 1 and 2 secure. Assets en route to target.
Copy that.
Alright, okay. Intruder sighted to the starboard, intruder sighted to the port. What is starboard and port again? Starboard right. Or is it left? I want to say starboard's right. I think it's right.
Cobalt 3, hostile sighted to starboard side.
Copy that. Already in position for intercept.
Starboard is right. Okay. Good to know.
She's out of it. Hey, Regis.
Yes, Dr. Lau?
Find anything useful yet?
Just a length of cable.
Why would I need a steel cable?
You're the tech, you figure it out. I also picked these up while I was finding my way in.
Now that's more like it.
Cool, we got the thermal goggles. Spare mind, there's that thing outside.
I'll check in later.
Oh, wait, I didn't mean to do that.
Hey,
I meant
Regis.
to ask about the
Yes,
strange,
Dr. Lau?
Dad.
Any idea what all this hardware does yet?
Not sure. I can't access the terminal.
Sounds like you need a specialist. I'll tell you what I find. Can I get an update?
We need to get after the people running this aerostat. And this conspiracy. I'll see what I can do for this girl.
You feeling any better?
A little. How did you know to come to my rescue?
I broke their comms channels. Figured I owed it to them. Cracked the bug they put in my system and rode the signals back to theirs.
I'll never be able to figure out how you do these things, Max.
Which guarantees my job security. So, Nita Jiang led us to these people. She's helping us find whoever set you up for Baxter's murder, right?
There's that. And... Max, I haven't been completely honest with you.
There's a surprise. Dr. Cryptic has been withholding info.
Ah, cram it, Lau. These people, they took something from me. Embryos fertilized by myself and by Vicky, my wife.
These people stole your embryos? Your kids?
They needed me to get their memory module for them from Vanderwall. And they knew exactly what my price would be.
Wait, they tried to get you to help them?
They forced me, Max. There was no way I could say no. Those embryos, they were all I had left of her. And because of those people, of all this...
I hate to say it, Regis, but you're in serious trouble. They broke you with this. They nearly compromised this case because of it. You should have told me. I'd have done what I could.
Nobody could have helped me, Max. I was obsessed. I panicked. I felt like I was doing it for her, for my wife.
Regis, I hate to say this so bluntly. Your wife is dead. You have an obsession with these artifacts of her. The garden, the embryos.
Max.
You need to focus, Regis. People need our help right now. We've been led straight to our lead suspect. Can I count on you to do the right thing?
The embryos are gone. He destroyed them. There's nothing else they've got to twist me.
Okay, good. Nina's led us right to the minejacker?
He was the blonde one Chantel took down. I heard him gloat about what he'd done. He stores the target's information within his own wiring until he can offload it.
Looks like he's got quite an operation behind him. I guess it's not surprising he's been robbing synapses all over the world. Gotta be for something more than corporate espionage at this rate. So, the minejacker tried to blackmail you because you're on this case?
It's more than that. It sounded personal.
Maybe you've crossed paths before?
No, not with him. But the way he talked, it was like he was out for revenge. Not just that, it's as if he were Baxter looking for revenge.
That's impossible. Baxter's dead for one thing. Maybe he's his son?
No, he's a minejacker. When he drained Baxter, he didn't just get information. He got his motivation as well, and it stuck.
Sounds like he got a lot more than he bargained for.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you're like taking things a little bit too far, that woman said, like, she was like, oh, Baxter, and then he stopped. So he's obviously like kind of just kept a bit of Baxter inside him or something like that. This is such a harsh reaction to Emerald's being destroyed. Yeah, I know. It's like, I just fucking move on, mate. Right.
Any idea who the thrall in Sconto Blue is?
Not a clue. She must be important to their plan.
Maybe she just wandered into their airfield. A useful test subject for whatever this is.
She was at Cell earlier. She'd been targeted. They must be after her for some reason. I'll do what I can to keep her stable.
Do your best, Regis.
What?
She looks familiar. I can't quite place her, though. I guess I see too many thralls.
Okay.
I'll check in later.
Locked. Apparently this terminal will take a little break-in before it reveals its secrets to you. Affecting this report, acted cases. Say that. Use of a wetware-based incapacitating agent has proven fortuitous. In the course of his work, Mr. Creasel has found that the 414B wetware be effective at subduing the targets while restraining consciousness, but also acts as a primer for the extraction process. The choice of wetware rather than a conventional chemical paralytic also enables a much less precise delivery vector suitable for convert work. The only downside thus far has been that 414B's susceptibility to wetware's inherent weaknesses, temperature, quality rejection. Right. We got these thermal goggles, which then allows us to see the junction.
That's one of the power junctions pulled. That's another done.
Snuggins.
How many of these things are there?
Snuggins has redeemed 3,000 glass checks for a grot shop story. Bear with me, man. I'll get this last junction. Fucking hell, let me go.
General alarm. Starboard control services compromised.
Right. Cool. Of course I have. Of course you have. Okay. There will be new people in from our raids and stuff. You're on my telly today. Whoa, get yourself comfy. So yeah, there'll be new people in the chat, I presume, from the raids and stuff. So, my channel points are called glass checks, and for 3,000 of these glass checks, you can redeem yourself a grot shop story. So a good couple of years ago, I used to work and manage in a sex shop. So yeah, I used to run a sex shop. So when I usually tell people this, they have questions, they want to know things, they want to know stories. So actually today, Snoogans, we'll give this a shot. So Snoogans, I'll throw this over to you. What one question do you have about the sex shop? I'll answer it for you. Because I'm throwing questions over because I feel like I struggle to kind of come up with memories of the sex shop, whereas maybe someone asking a question or something like that might actually bring something to light. You put me on the spot. You've put me on the spot by redeeming 3,000 glass checks. While you're thinking, I'll have a wee think as well of if there's anything that kind of stands out. See, there's things, but they're little stories that don't really. Actually, I'll wait to see what you say. So what's happening? How is everyone else? Are you all good? Are you enjoying the stream so far? I definitely think that we are coming to near the end of this game. If we don't manage to finish off this chapter today, I doubt it. We've only got like 15 minutes left of the stream, really. I reckon that we'll finish this off on Thursday. Wednesdays I don't stream on Wednesdays, so I reckon we'll have this finished on Thursday. But then a part of me doesn't want to start a new game on Friday for then us to have 2 days off and jump back into it. I might see if there's something quick and fun. Something quick and fun to maybe do on Friday. I don't know. Well, I'll have a wee look. Why don't you stream a random online game? Is there something random you can do as a one-off on Friday? Just chatting grot stream. Like a solo queue at Sea of Thieves. Ah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I might do a wee Sea of Thieves or something like that. Just a wee 3 hours of Sea of Thieves or something. It's either that or I see people do like the marble racing online. Get all yous in, we can have a wee marble race or something. I'll have a wee think. Sea of Thieves is a good idea. I fucking love Sea of Thieves. So Snoogans, what is the dirtiest video or sex toy you sold? Right, okay, so for sex toy, there was a lot of the sex toys were like your generic sort of kind of shit, like a vibrator or a dildo sort of thing. But could do Jackbox maybe. Jackbox is a fucking good idea. I don't have a Jackbox on the PC, which is the only thing. I've only got it on the console. These are good ideas though. These are very, very good ideas. So a lot of the toys were quite very kind of generic. Your vibrators, your rabbits, stuff like that. Check your whispers. I will do. Do you need me to check my whispers right now, or can they wait till another day? Fuck it, I'll just look at them now because I'm not as like I'm playing the game. So yeah, like I say, there were like all the kind of random normal shit. However, there was one thing in the shop that actually fucking gave me the absolute fear. Proper fear. Tell a story. Okay. Tell the fucking story, you cunt. Right. Sorry, I didn't need to walk about that. Yeah, so there was one thing in the shop that gave me the absolute fear, and like every time I looked at it, or even like someone would say the name of it, I just, even thinking about it, I'm shuddering. Right. Does anyone here know what dilating is? We'll put this out to you to see if anyone knows what dilating is. I don't like it. I don't like the idea. Andrew, big full caps. Yup. Andrew knows what dilating is. Does anyone else know what, like, as in stretching? I'm scared now. Yeah, like, I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. Right. A dilator, or dilating. Ah, yeah, as in whining. I hate it. I don't like it. Right. We sold dilators. Now, a dilator is, we had metal dilators. And we had, like, silicon. Like, harder, more silicon. Like, it's silicon, but it was like a harder silicon. Maybe it had more plastic in it or something like that. This already sounds fucked. Yeah, so yeah, we had metal ones and we had like the silicon ones. Wartnick, yep, former biology student here. Right, I'll come back to you, Wartnick, if this is just like one of these like kind of medical instruments have then kind of. But I know like a lot of like sex toys and stuff have essentially started off as like medical equipment and they come along. Like a speculum. We sold pet speculums as well, but speculum is a good word. So all that kind of stuff. Maybe prudish, but I hear this and think this chat should only be around baby chat. Baby chat. Sorry, Scientology, I don't understand the baby chat. But anyway, dilating. So it's essentially, as in giving birth. Okay, I get you. It's all kind of medical stuff and dilating and all that kind of shit. But yeah, so it's essentially a piece of metal, long, almost like a pen, but not like this. Like it was just all one kind of thickness. We sold them in different thicknesses, but they are for going down your penis. It's for stretching your urethra. Yeah. And we sold them at different gauges. We had smaller gauges and we went up to bigger gauges. We sold them in sets. Sorry, I asked. Yeah, it's bad shit, like. But again, I mean, if that's what you're into, if you're into dilating, fair play to you and all that, you do you. But it's one of the things that, fuck's sake, Snoogans. But it's just one of those things, like, every time, like, I sold them, or I was restocking them, or even I just looked at them, like, even talking about it just makes me go, you can't, do not like that. But yeah, we sold speculums. We did sell speculums, but we also sold dilators. But I remember the first time I seen a dilator, and I was like, the fuck is that? It looks like a pack of pens or something like that. This is making me cringe like the Two Good Boys Stylist chat. Yeah, so basically what Guy did is that he used his stylus as a dilator. There you go. Did you see customers buy them and they got bigger and bigger every time they came back? No. When someone bought a dilator, I don't think I've ever seen them again. We didn't sell a lot of them, to be honest. As it's generally would be women who'd be buying toys, and they would be buying the kind of generic, the vibrators and stuff and dildos. Men didn't really buy toys for themselves. We did sell toys for men, but they weren't really big sellers. But yeah, that was the dilators. Don't like them. Do not like them. Yeah, because like the first time I seen them, I was like, what the fuck is that? And I was like, I don't know. What? I need to know what this is. Because someone's going to be like, do you have whatever this is? Or I want to do this. Do you have that to help me do it? So I googled it. And I was just like, I don't like what I'm looking at. But I now know what dilating is. And I now know what you need to do for it. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, that was one thing. Another kind of thing. The most like fucked up thing I've seen that we sold in terms of toys was you silly, never Google anything. Was we actually had like electro play stuff. Aye, so like it was like clamps that you clamp onto your like nipple clamps, and it would put a fucking bolt into you, several volts into you, and someone bought it. We only had one, and it got sold, and I never restocked it again. There you go. I'll answer your other question. But what was the other thing? Fucked up porn, was it? Where are we? Where? Here now. Story. Blah 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 blah. The dirtiest video. I'll do as a doubler sort of thing. It wasn't like a big story. I feel like it's better having a big story for it. If it's not a big story, and I'll fill it with like little stories. But yeah. Dirtiest porno that we sold. A lot of stuff was fairly generic, I would say. We had like lesbian porn. We had the lesbian section. Then we had different sections thingied off by the different brands, like the different like the different brands. So we had like fucking like Brazzers and Bofos and like Mark Dorcel, which was Andrew's favourite. Yeah, stuff like that. Harmony was another one, which is a UK based one, and they actually have Harmony. They're a porn manufacturer, but they also have their own sex shops down in London. They actually have one on Oxford Street, which is fucking wild. Which when I was in London, I went and paid them a visit to say I'd been into it. I was like walking around being like, I'm also in the same game as you. Oh, you've got one of these. Oh, very nice. Aye. So it's all the kind of generic kind of stuff. But we did have a lot. I thought it would have been filtered by genre fetish. So yeah, it was mainly kind of filtered by the manufacturers, like the studios, should we say. Because people were gravitated towards certain studio, like, oh, I like those type of films, so they'd always buy them. Yeah. But yeah, it was done that way. But we did do a lot of granny porn. A lot of granny porn. So that was probably the thing I would like out of everything in the shop. I would go like I wouldn't want to watch that. A lot of granny porn. We actually had a granny porn section, basically. Wayne Rooney special. Yeah, basically. And I tell you what, see the granny porn. It sold like hot cakes. And it was younger guys who would be buying it as well. It wouldn't be like old dudes coming in going like, well, I'm an old guy, I want to see an old woman getting rattled. It was younger guys. It's younger guys who granny hotcakes. I remember one of my friends had some granddad porn photos like on his phone. Aye. But yeah, granny porn was like the thing. I'd be like, nah, man. I'd watch everything else, not watching that. Aye. There you go. So there you go. Thank you very much, Snoogans, for answering the question. I think that worked quite well, actually. Because that's there are things I never really thought about. Hence why it's good to get people to ask questions about these things. I mean, like for the granny porn, we had one customer who was daft for it. It was a deaf guy. It's a deaf guy who used to come in every couple of weeks. And he'd always be after granny porn. And he would complain to me that we weren't getting enough in for him and that he's already seen all the granny porn. But you should have seen the smile on his face whenever I got a new granny porn DVD in. Like big, like proper happy lad. Like the kind of smile and facial expression if you gave like a wee boy like an ice cream. Aye. Big fucking, oh yes! Can't wait to take that home. Aye. He loved them. He loved them, he did. The worst one was when they were like, look quite essential, but not sure. It just made me feel gross. Aye. See, it's just like, it's not your hang, but it's just weird that someone's carrying that around on their phone. I think it's weird anyway. Aye, there you go. That is your grot shop story for 3,000 glass checks. Thank you very much, Andrew. Not Andrew. I guess it's because you just flashed up there. Thank you very much, Snoogans. Thank you very much. Big round of applause for Snoogans for redeeming 3,000 glass checks. Did the deaf guy ever consider that there just isn't a lot of out there? I mean, their talent is frail and can't churn out as much. Probably for the younger performers. Mr. Callums, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yes, thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you very much, Snoogans. I don't know, man. Like, he was fucking daft for it. Fucking absolute daft for it. And I think he was working nearby as well. He was he wrote down a piece of paper that he was like basically down at Leaf. They were doing like all the roadworks and like the St. James's Centre and stuff. Excuse me. And he was a crane operator, and so he was working nearby, so he'd come in quite frequently looking for his granny porn fix. And all I could think in my head was whenever I was walking past one of those cranes, or if I ever seen one of those cranes, is like the guy piloting it loves to fucking smash his willy to bits over grannies getting their hips destroyed. So there you go. That's the kind of shit that goes fucking through my brain. Missing the first part of the story was pretty good. Yeah, it's good that you missed the first story. If you really, really want to find it, you can find it in the VODs. Deaf crane operator. I know. Amazing. So good. Got a cabin lined with photos. You heard Granny Porter needed to know the details. So Snoogans redeemed 3,000 glass checks for a grot shop story. He asked what was like the worst kind of sex toy that we sold and like the dirtiest porn. But I decided to answer both questions because I'm a nice guy. So the porn was a granny porn. I sold a lot of that. For the toy, I'm not going to repeat it again because it's horrible. It gives me the shivers. Right. We have exposed these junctions. What we then do with them, I do not know. It's not coming up anything like I can do anything with them. Start with the password. See, it's like, oh, maybe you need to do some of the cabling or some of the scalpel for it. It does need surgery. Oh no, you can't leave it hanging like that. I certainly can leave it hanging like that. All I'll say to you, Mr. Callums, is Google. Can't believe I'm doing this. Google dilator. Type in like male dilator. See if that comes up. But I'm not doing it. Right, we've exposed those things. We go up the hatch.
Locked.
Been locked. I thought it would have been. That's cruel. What, tell him to Google it? I had to Google it. Oh wait, there's a stunner.
I've got my own. Regis's wouldn't work for me anyway. They're signature weapons. Hey Regis, you want your stunner back?
Later. Gotta help this poor girl first.
Give someone the Stone Cold Stunner. The poor girl's unconscious. You're not sure what they were doing to her in this lab, but there's always been rumours about unethical private contractors abducting thralls off the street for research. Somehow, though, this girl's face seems familiar.
She's out of it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yep. You can understand why I don't really want to talk about it. But we sold them in the shop. And I didn't know what it was at the start, so I googled it myself. I went, oh, that's what it's for. But we sold them in different gauges and stuff. We sold metal ones and we sold silicone ones. And also, we've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm going to leave it there because I'm a little bit stuck, and I think it's going to take me a little bit longer to try and figure out what we're doing here. So we will save the game. So we are saved. Aye. We have saved the game. We're good. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. Oh, big yawn. Oh, big yawn, big stretch. Oh. Aye, thank you very much, everyone. The Amazon algorithm isn't going to be kind to me now. Oh no, I didn't think about that. You'll probably end up getting like some stuff from Witch. You'll get some dodgy Chinese made dilators, which no love nor money would get me to buy a dilator from Witch. Because that'd be horrible. Ugh. Ah, stop it, Aaron. You're making yourself shiver again. Right. I'm having a wee look for. I'm going to do another wee raid. Aye, we'll do another wee raid. But anyway. Wish advertised me a gun every day. Wish just advertises me hentai shirts. So that's what I get. A fucking gun. You get a big Chinese made gun. You like that? Aye. I think a dilator's bad. Try and have a catheter put in. Not Mick. My brain. I don't know. No, I don't like it, Mick. Denny, stop it. Thank you very much, Zafroggy. Sorry, bud, me. I went over. It was pish. I tweeted you the pie. Yes, right. I'll end up retweeting the pie. I think I can. Zafroggy, I think you might be private. I might save it and then repost it on my thing because I think a lot of people want to see this burnt pie. So Zafroggy's missus made a pie, and she managed to burn it from the inside out. Which I don't know how that happens. But it happened. It happened. But yeah, don't be sorry, man. It's all good. But Scientology's big progress today. Good chance it's been done on Thursday. Yeah, I think there was a lot of good progress today, actually. I reckon we're near the end of this chapter, then we've got one last chapter to do, so I think we'll have it done on Thursday. Just you wait, Sen. I really great being responsible doing and doing work. Sounds like I missed a good stream. It was a good stream. Yeah, a lot of progress was done. Aye, good wee stream. I mean, if you want to ever rewatch any of my streams, there's VODs on my channel, and I also upload them onto YouTube as well. It's a cop out for having the YouTube channel because I just edit them slightly by taking off the big chunk of the intros and a big chunk of the outros, and I shorten my breaks and I go, right, there you go, up on YouTube. That's another platform for people to watch my stuff, so. Aye, so yeah, once again, thank you very much everyone for coming out, and Snoogans, thank you very much for the your sub as well, your subscription. We had a couple of nice wee raids there, had some nice follows as well. good wee stream. So we are going to do a wee raid. We're going to raid a dude who have got quite pally over just trying to like build a sort of community sort of thing. He's a really cool dude. He's an American guy. He usually plays Sea of Thieves, but he's actually playing Telltale's The Walking Dead Season 1, which is fucking such a good game. So I reckon we'll go and we'll give him a wee raid. He's a really, really cool dude. A filmographer, cinematographer. Cool wee dude. He's not a wee dude. He's a cool dude. So we'll give him a wee raid. Be nice to him. Don't spam him with emotes and things like that. Say hi to him. He's a really nice dude. He happy sits and chats with you for ages like me. Give him a wee bit of love. So yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so I'll be back on Thursday at 2 o'clock. We'll play more Technobabylon. Should get it finished hopefully on Thursday, and then we'll see what we'll do for the rest of the time. For the rest of the week. So stay safe, stay warm. I love yous. I'll see yous on Thursday. Well, I'll see yous in his chat anyway. So I'll see yous there. Love yous. Bye bye.